Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and you're right. You're reading the title right. You're reading it correctly. They have just made a change to Black Ops 7's beta, where there is a new playlist called the Open Mosh Pit, which has classic matchmaking, where skill is minimally considered. So, is it fully gone? No, but it's gone in the sense of what modern matchmaking is like. At least for this mode, they are testing it out. They want to see if, reduced skill-based matchmaking is actually going to be effective for the game. And so we're going to try this shit out. Let's do it, man. Holy shit. This is huge. I didn't think this was going to happen. Like, don't get me wrong. There was things I was expecting this game to do. Reducing skill-based matchmaking right now was not one of them. I'm going to be honest. I thought maybe we'd see something change for launch, or maybe they would take away disbanding lobbies or something, but reducing skill-based matchmaking, oh my god. Okay, we'll see how it plays. I mean, here's the thing, keep this in mind, because I think people are gonna forget this. Just because there's less skill-based matchmaking does not mean there's gonna be no sweaty players. You're still gonna be playing against really good players. It's not, it's a beta, there's gonna be good people, but reduced skill-based matchmaking, I mean, obviously that means the lobbies are going to be much more varied in skill levels, I guess is a good way to put this. But like I said, I think I don't want people to get the wrong idea of what no skill-based matchmaking means, because I know people are going to be going in and being like, why is everyone still sweaty? Good players exist, I'm sorry, but the reason it's going to make the game so much more fun, in my opinion, is because it's going to make it so your skill feels more important. Like, it matters more how good or bad you're doing, and you're not going to be punished for it, There's going to be a better variety of skill levels in each lobby. And when you do shit, it's going to be not as bad, because it's going to be like, oh, well, I'm only doing shit because I'm shit, rather than doing shit because the matchmaking wants you to do shit, So, it's going to be interesting. Sweaty players aren't an issue. I just want it to be random. Exactly, which is why I think this is going to be good. Because the sweats are going to exist. Like, just want people to, know that right off the bat. Because I already know people are going to play this and be like, why is there still sweaty people? I think they lied. They didn't actually turn off the skill-based match. And yeah, that's just not how SBMM works. Soon as I saw you reply to the skill-based matchmaking tweet, I knew a stream would come in the next 2 hours. And here we are. I was going to do a video, but I was like, I feel like I should try the mode out for a bit first, instead of just making a video on it right away.
Hostile UAV established above.
But like, it's important to keep in mind that even like, it's entirely possible that they might still keep things the way it is. You know what I mean? Because if this mode ends up not panning out the way they hoped, if this mode ends up not panning out the way they hoped, like let's say people don't enjoy it, or let's say that guy just fell off the map, let's say not enough people play the mode, or the retention rates are really low in the mode, they might just not do it again, So it's entirely possible. This will only work if bad players play this mode as well. If they all only play the skill-based matchmaking mode, we will be back to where we started. That is true. Which is why, I mean, they're just testing it out, I guess. In the full game, you'd hope they would just do this by default, but I don't know. Who knows what they'll do. But Frag got a kill. Oi! Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. People in my lobby right now are pretty good. But also, it's a beta. Like, I think that's, important to keep in mind. There's always going to be really good players in a beta. My skill-based matchmaking was horrible this morning after last night. Well, because last night we were playing in the best fucking lobbies of all time. I don't know how. I guess when you have a squad, it just inevitably happens. Yeah, we're getting fucked up right now. But again, it doesn't bother me. Like, it's interesting the difference you feel when you're in a lobby against like sweats in a skill-based matchmaking lobby versus in a random lobby. It just feels so much better, because you don't feel like you're put into this from a punishment. You just feel like that's part of the game. And it's just like, I don't know. It's interesting how that works. Because even I feel like, damn, I feel that way going back to the older CODs even. I'm like, there's no skill-based matchmaking, but there's definitely lobbies you get into where the people are really good. So, what if they were just saying there's reduced skill-based matchmaking without actually touching it, just to see if players think they feel a difference? I mean, look, I personally don't think that's the case, but you could be right. I don't know. That would be fucked up, but I don't know.
Ordering skewer launch on my mark.
That would be pretty fucked up if they lied.
Hostile grenade incoming. Engaging.
Honestly, though, like, what I think they should do is, like, they should have just changed it stealthily. You know what I mean? And see if people notice. Like, they should have just changed, like, the skill-based matchmaking in every playlist for, like, a whole day and see if there's any difference in opinions of the game.
That's 5.
Oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Holy. Get me the fuck out of here. The Grave Maker I'm not good with, so I'm kind of worried to use it. I do feel like I'm gonna get myself killed if I use it. Oh god. Ah! Oh no. Someone save me. Oh yes, we got it. Nice, we got the VTOL. Get to fucking cover, man. Get to fucking cover. Okay, let's use this thing. I haven't really gotten a kill with it once, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not good with it. Oh, there we go.
They're down.
What? Oh, okay. Came from behind. Nice, let's call this thing in.
Control in the air.
Does it feel less sweaty? This is hard to tell. Like, honestly, I've never understood people who, like, can just jump in and be like, oh, it feels like there's skill-based matchmaking, or it feels like there isn't. You can't really tell. Like, especially from one game. Maybe from, like, I think you at least need, like, 10 games to be able to notice, in my opinion. Because that's kind of like, I don't know. Even skill-based matchmaking kind of works in a way where I like this streak, but I also feel like these maps are very indoors heavy, so it's kind of hard to get a lot of kills with it. But what I was saying is, I feel like you need to play multiple matches. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I feel like you need to play multiple matches before you can really feel it, because skill-based matchmaking is all about reacting to your performance. That's kind of what it's about. It's not really your overall skill. It's more so like, oh, you've been doing good for many games in a row, so now we're going to put you in harder lobbies. Like, that's kind of how it works. So you can't really just play one match and be like, oh, it feels sweaty or not, because, I mean, you know what I mean? It's not really something you could just, oh shit. Not only something you could just tell. Because there's, even without skill-based matchmaking, I was just mentioning it before, there's still going to be good players, you know? There's going to be a lot of good players. It's just, it's going to be random. So, like, you could get into a lobby where it's like, holy shit, I'm playing against the best players of all time. But, you could also get into lobbies where everyone's shitty. It really just depends. Or a mix of it. You know, a mix where people are good, people are bad.
Another clean left.
That lobby felt like a mix, to be honest, because I was getting messed up in the beginning, but then I kind of went off in the end there, so I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a net positive for the franchise, in my opinion. I mean, I think they have seen clear, like, positive effects and retention due to skill-based matchmaking existing. So I think they need to do something where they find a way to keep that retention regardless of the lack of skill-based matchmaking, you know? So, like, I'll give you guys... Oh, did they increase the levels cap? Oh, shit, they did. Nice. I think they did, right? I just leveled up. Or was it just, like, an endless level up thing? I don't know. I hope they made a change. Let's use the HKDs again. Okay. So what I was saying is... What was I saying? They need to do things to let those players who are not that great still enjoy the game. And I think the number one thing they need to do, find ways to make the game fun even if you're getting shit on. That is so important. And honestly, I think Battlefield does a pretty good job with that. Battlefield has these big team crazy moments that, like, I feel like I'll play a game of Battlefield even if I get like barely any kills. I'll have a pretty good time because the scale of it is so like crazy and cinematic that you enjoy it regardless of how many kills you're getting. But Call of Duty is so heavily based on you're only really gonna have fun if you're getting kills, and like you're not really gonna have a great time if you're not getting kills. And so that's why they knew skill-based matchmaking had to be a thing, because they're like, oh, how are we gonna make players have fun, you know, regardless of how are we gonna make players have fun if they're getting shit on? And like I said, they just have to find ways for it. And I think a game like COD Ghosts did a good job with it, where the maps were like very dynamic. And honestly, this game has stuff like that too, like moving platforms on the maps, like stuff like that, things that make the maps feel unique. Because you want players to be able to like enjoy their time regardless of if they're not good or not, you know? I feel like specialists, even though a lot of people didn't like them, they kind of were a decent thing, I feel like, because those were fun to use and you would get them even if you were getting shit on. But I didn't like it for the most part though, just because the free kills were kind of annoying.
Taking authorizing CUAV.
Enemies are carrying the device.
Enemy.
Nice. I think they did make some time to kill changes as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think they made like huge changes. I think they just made changes to the like a few of the weapons. So I think the M8 is a little weaker now.
Stay out of my way. Breach associate.
Calling that UAV. Should we try to get the device? Fuck it. Fuck it. Are they watching my back? Nice. Ooh. They're still spawning over there. Oh my god, dude. Skill-based matchmaking isn't actually gone, is it? I mean, in a way, it's gone in the sense of what it was for this specific playlist. So I'll explain it again, but Treyarch recently tweeted about it, so if you want to see it from Treyarch themselves, I would recommend going to check that tweet out. But they just added a playlist called Open Mosh Pit to the beta, and it has reduced skill-based matchmaking in it. The way they specifically worded it, I'll tell you how they specifically worded it. It has classic matchmaking, where skill is minimally considered, which is how the classic matchmaking worked. Like, yeah, skill was considered, but it wasn't like so heavily considered, you know? Oh, you know what I realized too? I didn't even think about this. Connection is going to be better too. Because one of the reasons ping is so bad and like people get into such bad lobbies is because if skill takes priority, then lag ends up being a pretty big issue. But like, you're gonna get smoother lobbies if skill isn't being considered. Then they're only really considering your ping and like your, you know, your connection's just gonna be overall a lot smoother. I mean, it is a beta though, so it still is gonna have some rough patches here or there, I guess. They need to add claymores and stuff. I don't know about claymores. And usually the Treyarch futuristic games do trip mines, right? They don't usually do claymores. Did the lobby disband? I actually didn't notice, to be honest. That would be weird if they didn't take out disbanding lobbies. So I do hope they change that too. That's another thing though, disbanding lobbies. I think that is something that, like, even if you're not good, I think disbanding lobbies allows you to create like a rivalry against the other team that you're playing. Or not having disbanding lobbies makes that happen. So even if you're not good, you could still get into a lot of lobbies where you're like having fun with the other team, trying to beat them, you know. It's interesting. I do wonder what the skill-based matchmaking playlist will play like now, though. Like, is it gonna feel like there's less skill-based matchmaking if there's less people playing it, or is it gonna feel the same, or is it gonna feel worse? I don't really know.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
UAV perimeter established. Angel
There's like nobody on the other team. They all left. That is what I'm worried about, though. Look, this is important to keep in mind, right? Really important to keep in mind.
Time's up.
there might be a lot of people backing out of these lobbies because if they're not good and they're getting shit on, especially like really bad players, then you know
Secure the new device.
what's going to end up happening is
UAV RTB.
they might
Trading in.
not have this mode in the full game.
That's 5.
Hostile UAV established above.
Holy shit. I got HKDs.
Dropping assault pad.
Well, they know where I am, so I gotta get the fuck out of there. They think I'm there right now. Oh my god, that was such a good play. Holy shit. That was such a good play. Oh my god.
Device is an hour.
Oh my god. Oh! Get me the fuck out of there.
UAV request.
Dude, what are we on right now? Don't end the game, please. Please don't end the game.
Got 10. Brief associate.
We're only on a 10? I feel like we're on a more than a 10 kill streak at this point. Are you kidding me? Why do I feel like we're on like a 15 or 20? Oh! That wasn't that much. It felt like we were on such a higher streak though. I guess because I got my VTOL. I mean, this is fun. Oh, that's all I'm saying. So it's real fun right now. Is it gonna be fun for the bad players? Probably not. They're probably not having a good time. Oh no! Oh my god! This streak's insane!
Transported to the enemy zone.
They're all gonna leave the lobby, aren't they? They better not leave. Let me get the kills. Let me get them. Oh no.
Overload device available.
Oh my god, dude, I love how fucking good these streaks are. There's barely any spawn protection. And I love that. Fuck spawn protection.
Very successful. Keep it tight.
Oh my god!
Control station.
44 and 4!
Kagan requesting UAV task.
Yeah, this is my best game in the beta so far.
New overload device.
UAV in the
Yeah, there you go.
Hostile contact.
The overload device is in our control.
UAV mission time on 50%.
Dude, it's not gonna happen. I know it's not. There's no way they're gonna keep it like this in the full game. There's just no way.
Timeline.
Oh my god. It's giving us such a treat of what it could look like, though. Is this your first match? This is my second. First match, I got a VTOL too, though, so it was a pretty good match, too. Not as good as this match, though. This match, we're, like, kind of feasting.
Overload device reset. Move to secure.
Oh! Bro's laughing was synced with the VTOL shots, was it? Yukata is back.
Transported to the enemy zone.
It's just like I don't expect them to keep it like this because I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna release a blog next week. They're gonna be like, the player retention was so bad in this no skill based matchmaking mode, so we're gonna have to not do that anymore. But also here's my perspective though, right? Let's say that happens. Let's say
Goal in today's success.
it is
That should keep
not
them
as
off our
good.
backs for a while.
Like let's say people don't, like let's say the retention's really low, right? Are they going to remove it? Because that would be such a bad look. Would that not be a really bad look? Like they give us this really fun mode that like good players are going to love and have the time of their lives with, but then they're just going to take it away from us in the full game and not let us play like that. It's going to be such a bad look. So here's, I think, the two outcomes of this. It's either going to be this actually stays this way, which will be amazing, or they kind of find a middle ground between strict skill-based matchmaking and whatever this is, because we don't know how much matchmaking we don't know how much matchmaking like how much skill is involved in this specifically. We don't really know, but I don't know, maybe there's a middle ground between this and what they have currently in the main lobby. I don't know. All I'm saying is I wanted to stay like this because fuck, this is fun. This is just clip farmer mode, it seems. Hey, that's what I want. So, you know, why do we want player retention to drop? Here's the thing. I'll answer your question. I was kind of talking about this a little bit before. I think there needs to be other ways to make it so you have to find other ways to make it so players, even players who aren't performing well. I don't want to say bad players. I want to say players who aren't performing well, because it's not just bad players. Anybody who's just not doing good. COD needs to find ways to make it so it's fun for even those players, right? That's all I gotta do. And do I know all the solutions to that? No, but I think there's a few solutions to that. I think one solution is really prioritize winning games and more than anything. And they don't really do that in COD. Do people really care about winning games that much? Not really. People care about getting a lot of kills, right? But if you prioritize winning games, which I think the way to do that would be giving rewards for winning games, like a lot of rewards, more than just like XP. And what you do is you make it so people start caring less about just how well they're performing, rather they care more about, is the team actually doing good? Like, am I capturing flags? Am I, you know, capturing objectives? Like, that becomes more of their priority because that's what they're trying to do. So whether or not they're performing well doesn't really matter as much. And so that's one way you can fix that. You could also make the maps just more interactive, so it's fun regardless of your performance. I was talking about Battlefield. Battlefield does this very, very well. Like, Battlefield, I've played it so many times to where, like, if I'm doing shit, I'm still having fun with it. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be pretty bad at Battlefield 4 back in the day, and I still had a time of my life. So, like, you know, I mentioned this about Star Wars Battlefront 2. I remember playing it. It was like a 2-minute sequence in that game that was the most fun I had in a game in a long time. And there was not a single kill that I got within those 2 minutes, but it was so much fun because there was just so much crazy shit happening everywhere. And I was like, this is a blast, right? So if COD has a lot of moments like that, I think it's ultimately going to be more fun. I also wouldn't mind them having like a really low, like, you have to have some skill-based matchmaking there for like the really low bracket players, right? People who are really, really bad. Then I think it's fine, right? Yeah, if they want to be put in like a bot lobby, that's whatever. I don't really care. But it's when you start to get to the higher end is when it should be less strict. That's kind of where it becomes a bigger problem. And I think if you have a skill gap as well, that's also good. Which sounds bad on paper for some people, but I think it's good because it makes you actually care more about getting better. And if you care more about getting better, then a bad player could become a good player, and becoming a good player should be your goal. You know, that's what it was back in the day, back when skill-based matchmaking wasn't this big thing. Everyone wanted to get good. Everyone cared about getting good. Nowadays, people make fun of people who are good. Anytime I see somebody post a really good clip, instead of it being like, oh, nice, you're pretty good at this game, it's always, you play too much, or you're in a bot lobby or some shit like that. And that sort of mentality around Call of Duty is not healthy, right? And I kind of wanted to go back to how it was back in the day, where everyone was actually like, oh yeah, you're doing good, that's awesome, like, good for you. Like, you know, it's just healthier like that. And encouraging that more, I think, will encourage people to actually care about getting better. Nowadays, I feel like people don't give a shit. And I think skill-based matchmaking is part of that. Because getting good just means you're going to get put in better lobbies anyways. And skill-based matchmaking doesn't even work in a way to where it, like, it's only like bad players with bad players, good players with good players. It's your performance. So if you start doing good, eventually you're going to get punished with that by getting put into better lobbies. And it's like, why are people going to care about getting better? But yes, retention rates were high with it, though, because most players don't play that much. The majority of those high retention rates are coming from players who play the game twice. Or not twice, but like a couple times a week or whatever. And then they're never going to really see the negative effects of skill-based matchmaking because of that. But they're still coming back, so... Would they come back regardless? Depends how they handle the game, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people are going to leave in this mode. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I think it's also a beta. People don't care about their stats in a beta. People don't care about... There's not much to like... There's not much reason to stick around if they're getting shit on, so... And score streaks are really good, so, you know. But I think as long as they have a lot of, like... What is the word? As long as they have a lot of, I can't think of the word. As long as they have a lot of, like, I don't know. Oh, as long as they have a lot of No, what the fuck? It came to my head and then it left. I don't know. So yeah, no, they did remove or reduce skill-based matchmaking in this specific playlist. Not in the entire game, it's just in the specific playlist, but it's called the Open Mosh Pit, and they did remove it, yeah. Or reduce it. I say remove, but you guys know what I mean when I say remove. It's reduce. There's skill-based matchmaking has been in every Call of Duty. It's never been gone completely, but it's just reduced. Which is all we want. Nobody actually wants it removed. Or nobody really wants it removed, I mean. They need to make this default, or else no casual will go to it. To be fair, let's be fair here. When it comes to casuals, are they going to even read the description of the mode, or even understand what it means? And like, no offense to them, but like, are they actually going to know? Because I feel like all they're going to see is Open Mosh Pit and Mosh Pit. That's the names of the modes. I mean, are they just going to click on whatever one is the first one that appears? Which currently the first one that appears is Open Mosh Pit. I don't think casuals are going to be looking through the descriptions and stuff. I don't know.
You know I like a predictable outcome.
This is really fun though. We didn't do nearly as good this game though. We're doing shitty this game. But I was in the zone when I was talking to you guys. Why don't they just leave Mosh Pit and Open Mosh Pit just in the full game? I mean, it could have good or bad effects though, because if you do that in the full game, what could happen is, like we just talked about, like there could be maybe possibly, if people start to catch on as to what the modes are like, the bad players aren't even gonna go in this mode anyways. So would it really feel like a no skill based matchmaking mode if it's only good players playing it, you know? I don't know. It sucks that they're still disbanding lobbies though. I feel like that doesn't really make sense. Why would they keep that? It's popping good across the pond, whatever that means. It's popping good. Did they not? I thought they... No, I guess they didn't. I thought they expanded the levels. I guess not. I have frag overclocks, high density explosive, sure. Whatever that means. I gotta individually put it on every class? That's kind of annoying. I was gonna stream zombies today, but this took priority, let's be honest. This took significant priority. Yeah, what I'm noticing more than anything though is the lobbies have been really smooth, which is obviously good. I just heard from No Name here that Treyarch confirmed they are adding a zombie-specific base HUD at launch. Did you hear this as well? Yeah, they are adding HUD themes, and there are some ones that look zombified. Some of them are even classic ones from like BO3 and stuff, so yes, you heard correct. I still want to try the Raiden. I still don't like this gun, but I want to make it like good, because it's, I don't know. I don't really have many attachments on it though. Disbanding lobbies has to exist because of quick play, although it doesn't make sense in this mode. I guess you're right, but at the same time, I guess, do we really need quick play? I don't know. But yeah, you're right. Quick play, it makes sense, but in like the regular lobbies, then it doesn't really need to be there. There's a lot of playlists I play are mosh pit playlists anyways. Like whenever like I'm playing COD, a lot of times I'll play like the small map mosh pit, or I'll play like the 24/7 playlist of like the new map that came out. So like, I don't know, I'm not always playing the quick play. Oh shit, what the fuck? I meleeed and it just didn't work. What if we had an XpertFusion reacts to Nocturne Tone trailer in 2028? Yeah, I don't know. I posted that video today of my reaction to all the trailers. I don't think it's gonna perform that well, but I was like, you know what? It seems like a fun video to make. I almost fell off the map there. That would have been embarrassing.
It's just business.
Don't flatter yourself. It's just business. Damn! Do you think it's odd that the open beta is from Sunday to Wednesday? It should have been over a weekend. Yeah, it is a little odd how they did it, because usually they do the betas in 2 separate weekends. They do one weekend and then they do the next weekend. So this was a little weird, for sure. But I think the reason they did it is because of Battlefield. Because I'm sure you guys know Battlefield 6 releases next weekend, so obviously they're not going to want to do the beta over that same period. I think the beta ends literally like 2 days before. Actually, wait, hold on. I just realized, doesn't Black Ops 6 Season 6, isn't that supposed to release like this Thursday? Is that still releasing this Thursday, or do you think it's gonna get delayed? Because they're gonna have to start marketing that like soon. And even though we're all like, you know, Black Ops 6 is dead and stuff, like no one really cares that much about it anymore, I like kind of am excited for it because the Halloween updates for Call of Duty are always the best updates of the entire game, in my opinion. Like, they're usually pretty low on like map content. Like, usually there's the least amount of maps and stuff, but they're always like really fun. Like, they always had fun modes in Warzone, and I don't know. What the fuck? Did you guys see that? What was bro doing?
Hostile UAV.
Ah! Shorbs, are we back? Hell yes, we're back. Hell yes, we're back. Should I start increasing my sensitivity, by the way? Because there's some moments where I'm like, yeah, higher sensitivity would have saved me there. We're doing it. We're gonna raise it to 1.3. How about that? Actually, do they have... Oh, I didn't even change this. This whole time I've been playing without this changed? Oh my god, there's no way I had that like that this whole time. Holy shit. That's like such an important thing to change, and I just never changed that. Okay. I don't know. I guess I assumed it carried over for Black Ops 6. I guess not. Open beta, I think, starts tomorrow, right? Which I hope they keep this mode even for that, because I think the players are going to get a lot worse. And so it's going to be a lot more fun. I was watching the reacting to every zombies trailer, and I stopped to watch this. You're making yourself lose ad revenue. Or there's people who check out the stream and then they see the new video posted because they're checking out the stream. So who knows? Who knows? Could be helping. It's sad though, that video I had the we're kind of getting shit on right now, man. I don't like this gun. Am I the only one that thinks the Raiden fucking sucks? Like, I think it's the worst gun in this game. The worst, like, main gun, of course. I haven't really used, like, the shotguns and stuff. I'm not really a shotgunner, you know what I'm saying? A dynamic element on this map could be the bridge glasses being slightly breakable. This map feels basic to the rest. Oh, that would be actually kind of interesting. It would be really fucking annoying, but I think it would be kind of interesting. Well, the only problem is if you can break this, though, how would you get there? How would you walk across this lane after the fact, though? Unless there's like a platform up here, maybe? That would be interesting. I see what you mean, though. I think that could work. If there was like a secondary platform above the glass. Because you have to make the lane usable.
Enemy UAV detected.
Ay, ay, ay.
Submitting skewer request.
Our lead has been
How does it feel? It feels like random matchmaking. Like, every gunfight I get into, like, there's a good example. That guy I just went against, he's probably better than me. He probably is. But there's multiple, that guy's probably also better than me. But there's multiple people I played against today, especially in that imprint lobby where it was like everyone felt like they were the worst players I've ever gone against. So it's a very mixed pool of players, and I like that. That's more fun. Skill-based matchmaking just makes it feel like everyone's just okay at the game. We're all just kind of average. I'd rather have games where I'm getting shit on, like, obtrusively because the players are so good, and then the next game, and like, it ends up being very different where I'm doing pretty good. All based on the fact that it's a random matchmaking. Way more interesting. It's so frustrating when it feels like the game's pushing you in a direction based on how good or bad you are, you know? So. How was skill-based matchmaking removed? I'm just gonna say, for anyone who asks, check Treyarch's latest tweet, or one of their latest tweets. They recently tweeted it. Because all the answers are there. Why did you age 3 years from your giant trailer reaction to Horizon Truck? Well, how old was I at the time? I was like 15, I think. 15, maybe? Yeah. I guess 15 years old is the year you start changing a lot. I don't know. Problem with skill-based matchmaking is that if you're playing with people on your skill level, it's hard to get better. Yeah, exactly. You're not really like tested. You're just kind of just like punished. That's about it. You're never fully tested. Because skill-based matchmaking's goal is to get everyone on the same page. Like, but it's not fun though. It's I'm sorry, it's just not. And this is not coming for like, I'm not the best out there. I'm not even close to like, I wouldn't put me in the brackets of like being like that incredible. I'm like decent. I would say like, usually I have like a 1.4 KD in most CODs. Usually like a 1.4, right? And I know people who have like 2 KDs in some CODs, and I don't have a 2 in any COD. But to be fair, I'm not always playing, you know, trying my ass off. Like I've, you know, camo grind and stuff, so I don't think anyone who like, you know, does stuff like that's ever gonna have a 2 KD. But generally speaking, I would say like I'm pretty good, but I'm not like near one of the best players, right? And those top of the line players are the ones who get punished the most with skill-based matchmaking. So, you know, not even me who's mostly negatively affected, but I'm still don't like it though. You should put on wall jumping assist. I might try it, but I don't know. I actually like enjoy the fact that I can kind of control when I decide to boost off of the wall, you know, because I'm assuming it just makes it so it automatically boosts you when you hit the wall. But sometimes I'll do a move where I jump against the wall, but I wait like last second to do the jump, and it can actually change your position of it. I don't know. To me, it's better that way, but I don't know. Haven't really tried it, so. Did they add a casual mode? It's not a casual mode. There's just 2 playlists. There's one called Open Mosh Pit, which has classic matchmaking, which means reduced skill-based matchmaking, and there's just a mosh pit called Mosh Pit that has what the game had before. So it's gonna be fun. It's also, you know, best part about this, I didn't even think about this. You can actually play with your friends even if they have a very different skill level than you, because with skill-based matchmaking, my friends never wanted to play with me. They never wanted to play with me. They always were like, dude, your lobbies are fucking annoying. And I was like, I know, but like, I want to play with you. So at least now you don't have to worry about that. You could just play with anyone.
Team deathmatch.
Dude, they gotta add more operators like pronto, because literally everyone is the same operator always. It's so funny. So, you know, I'm really loving these maps. I've mentioned this a lot, but I'm really loving these maps. This to the point where like this map was my favorite map in the beta at one point. And I don't think that anymore. It's actually probably my least favorite map in the beta. But that's just goes to show that all the maps are really good, that like you can call any of them the best and I wouldn't disagree with you, you know? I think I've seen the most hate on the Forge out of any map right now, but I think most of that hate is because of the doors, which I believe they made a change to the doors. I don't know if that change already went into effect, but they're definitely making a change to the doors, so that issue might be solved for people. I don't know. Is there nobody? Oh, there's 2 people on the other team. We haven't even started. I love this little part of the map. This is like such a cool little thing. More stuff like this, please. Like, we need so much stuff like this. I love how it basically gives you a look of the whole map. You can get up here? Nobody told me that. I didn't know this was a spot. Oh my god, I just learned something new about this map. What the hell? I mean, it's not a good spot at all. You are so exposed up here, but holy shit, I didn't know that. I mean, I kind of think it's pretty cool, though. Did anybody know you can get up here? I had no clue. Literally no one's in this lobby. We might have to back out. There's one guy in the other team. Wait, let me do some... Hell yeah. The doors were the only negative on Forge. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. It's I don't think the map is bad by any means. And if they changed the doors, it's
Enemy.
that problem's kind of fixed, right? Oh no. People actually joining? No. All right, someone's gonna have to, this guy's got to back out. Why is nobody joining? Oh, I was gonna take him and do the little, like, what do you call it? Interrogation thing. I love how colorful this map is, too. Honestly, it might be my favorite map visually, but it might be my least favorite map, like, gameplay-wise. Back out, little bro. You know what? We don't have a win-loss ratio. I think we should just back out ourselves. We'll give him the win. How about that? I can't. We'll give him the win, okay? I'm not waiting for people to join. He's sitting there all alone in that map right now. What's your favorite gun so far? I want to say the oh, I'm actually gonna go classified. I don't want to play Overload right now. Overload's fun, but kind of want something different. I think I'm gonna say my favorite gun is probably the Peacekeeper right now. Really enjoying this thing. The Forge TDM, okay. Every map has that one camping window. I feel like most maps do in like COD history. They always have to have that one, you know? Took me like 8 games to realize I could actually get up there so you're not alone. Yeah, it's not a useful spot, but it's there, I guess. Imprint is my favorite map visually. I love that snow. I think Imprint's my favorite map overall. Like, I'm a huge Imprint fan so far. So I heard they nerfed the Dravik a little bit too, which is unfortunate. I mean, I don't want to say it's unfortunate. It was a little too good, but hopefully it's still, like, you know, usable. I thought it said the Forge Team Deathmatch. Whatever.
We have the overload device.
I cannot get a line of sight over there. Ah! That bug is back. It's not actually TDM. Oh, the bug that tells you the wrong mode. Am I alone in missing the unique click of the Peacekeeper firing? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that is.
Zone, they have the overload
Like when you're shooting, there's like a click noise on it or something? How do you feel about the new playlist so far? I mean, it's inevitably it's going to be better, like, in my opinion. I think it's always going to feel better for a number of reasons. It's going to feel smoother. It's going to feel like there's going to be less lag due to the fact that it's prioritizing connection over anything. And it's going to actually feel random. It's not going to feel like your skill is being manipulated. It's going to make each lobby feel more diverse, more unique. It's actually going to test your skill rather than just being like, you know, punishing you, like I said before, you know? So, to me, it's a net positive. And, I mean, if you guys will watch the stream, we've had some very diverse lobbies so far. First 2 games on, I got easy VTOLs, like, worst players in the lobbies possible. And then, honestly, the game after that was pretty rough. Like, we were playing against some pretty good people. It's a good mix, though. It's a good mix, I feel like, you know? And in the lobby itself, it's like, you can tell, like, each interaction, it's like you're playing against someone who's pretty good, and then next thing you know, you're playing against someone who isn't that good. It kind of just... I don't know. I'm interested to see like exclusive Ace. I'm sure he's gonna do testing on it. I'm really excited to see his testing because, again, they said there's minimal skill being taken into account here, but like, how much is it actually? You know? Oh, but wait, you know what would be so funny? And I'm not gonna lie. So someone did bring this up before. Like, what if Treyarch are lying about this? I think that would be a very interesting experiment, though. It would be such an interesting experiment. And I actually wouldn't be against Treyarch doing this experiment. If they do a mode and then say there's reduced skill-based matchmaking, but they don't actually do that, and they see people's reaction to the mode, it would be such an interesting placebo effect if that's the case. Like, you can't tell me that wouldn't be the craziest shit ever. If everyone's like, oh my god, This reduced skill-based matchmaking mode is so much more fun, and then they come out and they're like, is it more fun? Yeah, well, it's the fucking same as the other modes, so you guys are making shit up now. Like, I think that would be so fun. Oh my, it would be like messed up, but like, I don't know, I actually wouldn't. It would be actually a useful experiment though. Am I crazy in saying that? But I don't think that's the case though. This does feel, it does feel like there's, again, it's hard to feel that though. People always act like they can feel skill-based matchmaking. I don't think you really can to a large extent, which is why I always wait for exclusive aces testing to really make a huge judgment. But yeah, like we're getting cooked right now. Like what? Like we're getting cooked right now, that's for sure.
Enemy dog working.
Yo, somebody want to use a launcher to take that thing out, pretty please?
Located new overload device.
Time's up.
Honestly, overload is really fun, so like I might actually play a lot of ranked this year.
We have the overload device.
Oh no. Oh no, dog's right there. No, no, no. No! Bro, that dog is after me.
Successful overload sec team. MTC is running dry. It is now or never. New overload device on the field. Get there first. Enemy UAV detected.
Nice. You really couldn't finish that guy off? Are you kidding me? Still feels like skill-based matchmaking is here. I mean, who knows? Maybe my theory, the possible theory is correct. It's not really my theory, but it's just like a what if, you know? But again, we can't just say good players in the lobby, therefore skill-based matchmaking. We can't simplify it like that, because that's not how it works. You could just be getting in lobbies with good players. They're still going to exist regardless, you know? The only way I feel like you can actually feel skill-based matchmaking is if it's like, you have like 5 games in a row that you're doing really good, and then the next 5 games, it's just like, holy shit, everyone's like the best players ever. I think that's when you really can feel it, but I don't know. Otherwise, I don't really think you can like feel it. Hope they bring back no disbanding lobbies. I agree. At least in the mosh pit type modes, for sure. Because like we talked about before, it makes sense in quick play to an extent, but in regular mosh pits, it doesn't make any sense.
Corporation needs your best today.
This map is so pretty. All the maps are so pretty. Like, I feel like this map would be so gray and dull if it was in like a lot of the recent CODs.
Overload device.
I love doing this.
Been overloaded.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
If you're in this room and someone's trying to come in here, just start going like this.
Focus. Hostile scout pulse nearby. Secure the new device.
It's so fucking funny. Oh no, didn't work out for long.
Enemies are
I'm telling you though,
carrying
it's actually like a good play. I
Hostile
bought BO3 earlier, so excited. BO3 is goated. Did you buy it for zombies or multiplayer though?
Enemy overload successful. Our
In
control
BO2 on the old
station is
engine, there
down.
was a unique sound of firing it, like what sounded like a drum snare with the A94 to me. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Gun sounds were more interesting back in the day. I do agree.
Acquired. Transport.
I feel like nowadays they sound more uniform. If that makes any sense.
Enemy UAV detected. The overload device is under hostile control.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
Oh yeah, no, there's always, when I say remove skill-based matchmaking or whatever, it doesn't mean there's actually like no skill-based matchmaking, because that's never happened in COD, except for maybe like the old like COD 3 or whatever. But like ever since COD 4, there has been skill-based matchmaking to some degree. It's just, there's a huge difference in it. It's just semantics. Like obviously when I say no skill-based matchmaking or reduced, it doesn't, what I really mean is reduced. I don't mean remove or no, you know?
Skewer release detected. Enemy scout pulse active. New overload device available.
Ah, I saw the guy on the left. Should have shot him first.
Overload device successful.
Test how fast it takes to get into lobbies between both playlists. Well, that could be interesting. It might not. I mean, you can't really just test that in one go, though. You probably have to make make multiple tests to really get a better idea.
You are in
Yeah, we got cooked that game, I'm not gonna lie. We got cooked.
This is going to have repercussions way above your pay grade, sec team.
But I'm telling you, the best part about it, by far the best part about it, is the fact that you can actually play with friends of varying skill levels, and the players who aren't as good aren't going to hate you for life. So that's the best part about it. First COD I can lose and not want to rip my hair out. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you lose in a lobby, wait, is this the same lobby? Is you guys, can you guys remember who was in the lobby or not? Because if this is the same lobby, does that mean we didn't disband? Because I didn't see any, like, maybe it isn't, but I don't know. I don't remember these people, but I don't really look at gamer tags when I'm playing those, so I don't know.
I find this drawer.
It's not? Okay, never mind. We got in that quick though. Like that would it instantly put us into a new lobby. So I guess someone asked before if we should test how fast you get into a lobby. I mean, that's a good example. That put us right into it. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna try out the Peacekeeper again. I really want them to open up the freaking levels because I am starting to get bored of the guns. They're really fun guns, but I'm starting to get bored of them.
Secure the objective.
Oh, it is the same lobby? Same names? Maybe it is. I don't know. I couldn't really tell, to be honest. Those guys are pretty good though, so we might get cooked again. I'm not gonna lie. We might get cooked again.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Interesting. So I guess there is some disbanding lobby, what do you call it, removal. Maybe not across the board, but maybe a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, disbanding lobbies really sucks because, again, you create that rivalry with other players. It's nice to kind of get to keep that going, you know? And if you find a good lobby, you can actually stay in it. I think this is an example of a lobby I would normally back out of because these players are so good. Not mid-match, but I probably would have backed out, like, you know, beforehand.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
Unless I was in the mood for a rivalry, but, you know. Depends on the day. Depends on the day. I do think people are going to learn real quick, though, that, like, reduced skill-based matchmaking does not mean you're going to just destroy every lobby, though. It does not mean that. And I hope people keep that in mind, because you're not going to have fun if you go into this thinking you're just going to destroy every lobby. Because, no, it's random now. You will get into lobbies where people are fucking insanely better than you, and that's okay. That's what COD is meant to be like.
They're down.
Hostile personnel have captured the hard point.
But if you're in the upper bracket of players, you're more likely to get into lobbies where you are better than the other players, you know, so.
Reporting hostile contacts.
Hard point active.
Oof.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
UAV mission timeline. Halfway there.
Some doors are removed. Yes, they did remove some doors, yep. This map and on the Forge they did. Not all of them, there's still some doors. I don't mind some doors though. Some doors are fine. Like, adds some uniqueness to the map, if anything. Oh!
Hostile UAV established above.
Got a double kill with that grenade.
We control the hard point.
Clear.
Oh no.
Hostile personnel have captured the hard point.
Oh no.
Hard point
Oh
identified.
no, bro.
Hard point locked down.
Are they not spawning back here?
Enemy UAV detected.
Oh! Oh, they weren't spawning back there, but they were in there. Either that or they just got in the same lobby with you again. That'd be a crazy coincidence, I guess.
Deploy skewer in my AO.
Hostile UAV established.
They also made it so the few doors that are in the maps, they stay open longer,
Problem solved.
and they open from a further distance away. I thought there was someone out here. What the fuck? Where are these red dots coming from? I guess I keep seeing the red dots and they instantly die. Is the open mosh pit sweaty? Well, I mean, yeah, there's gonna be good players, yeah. So you're important to keep in mind. You are never gonna get away from good players. It's just not gonna happen. But that doesn't mean they should keep skill-based matchmaking in, though. You know, it's a matter of it's more interesting, and you're more likely to get into lobbies where you're not playing against, you know, consistently really good players. But it's more of a mix of them, I guess is the best way to put it.
Hostile personnel have captured the hard point.
Oh,
We control the hard point.
calling that UAV.
UAV tasking.
Oh no! Oh my god. I'm having a blast though, I really am. I mean, I already like this game. Like, I was having fun yesterday too, but just the removal of this is gonna make this 1,000 times better. But are they gonna keep it for the full game? Keep that in mind. They might not. They might not. I think that would be a huge mistake, but they might not.
Hard point identified.
You know what I think is more likely at this point? Oh no, that guy's invisible.
No fuel, no fuel. UAV
You know what I do think is more likely, and I don't want them to do this,
Hard point is active.
but I think it's likely. They'll reduce skill-based matchmaking in the main mode, right? They'll have that reduced. But they're going to add a casual mode that has bots in it. Like, maybe 3 players are real on each team and 3 players are bots.
Hard point locked.
And that'll be like their idea of, oh, this is a mode that people can play if they want to kind of have a more casual experience and laid back. But there'll be bots in it. And I'll tell you why I don't want that. They did that in Warzone. They had bots in Warzone, right? The reason I don't like that is because people who grind, which that's most people, right? Most people like grinding a COD. They're going to feel the need to play that mode
Taken requesting
because
UAV tasking.
it's obviously going to be easier to grind camos in it. It's going to be easier to grind all your challenges in it. And so everyone's just going to be playing that mode. Then what's the point? Like, you know what I mean? You're just taking away. And even if they don't like that mode, it's not about them liking that mode or not. It's about them knowing it's the fastest way to get it done, including myself. I think playing against bots in a PvP mode is stupid. Like, no, I don't want to play against bots. I want to play against,
Hostiles have the hard
you know, other players. But if they add a mode like that, of course I'm going to play it to grind because it's the fastest way to grind. Regardless of if I enjoy it or not, I'm going to be like, oh, well, this is going to be the quickest way to do it, so I'm going to play it. So that's why I don't want them to add that. Oh, he was behind the table.
Control the hard point. Hostile personnel have captured the hard point.
I was open mosh pit. I'm having fun.
UAV tasking.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Hostile skewer inbound. Enemy UAV detected.
I do wonder if this is gonna stick though. You know, it'd be so funny if we go this whole year and they actually do have reduced skill-based matchmaking,
Point identified.
and everyone's like, "Oh, this is great," and then Infinity Ward drops MW4 next year, and they bring it back. They bring skill-based matchmaking back. That would be ridiculously funny. I don't know.
Point locked down.
I don't know what we would do. Well, I mean, I just wouldn't play it that much, but you know.
Hostiles have the hard point.
But I could definitely see that happening.
Skewer release detected. Hostile personnel have captured the hard point.
Sending frag.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
Only COD YouTuber I can listen to yap for hours. Thank you, Breeze. I appreciate that.
Established above.
I enjoy yapping, so I will continue to do so.
Hostiles have the hard point.
I still can't believe people think wall jumping is like a gimmick. It really is actually pretty important, and it's also fun as hell to do. Like, there's so many moments where I'm like,
Hard point located.
yeah, would have been a good time to wall jump, you know?
We control the hard point. Hardpoint active.
What? Okay, I hate that spot. So many people camping there. Is it hit or miss with the mosh pit? Oh, I mean, yeah, you're gonna get into lobbies with good players. You're gonna get into lobbies with bad players, of course, yeah. But that's how OG COD was too. That is how OG COD was, but I will say there are more better players nowadays than there was back then. Let's be honest. Most people back then were like sitting on their couch, playing 20 feet away from a giant widescreen TV, whereas nowadays everyone's like me. They're sitting on a desk with a small monitor, with their, you know, scuff controller and their headset that allows them to hear people from far away. Like, inevitably, there's more good players. It's gonna be harder to perform it. That's just how it is, right? But that isn't really, there's nothing the game can do about that, other than reduce skill-based matchmaking to hopefully lead you to getting into more lobbies with the bad players, right? So, there's not much else they can do.
Hardpoint is active.
And I also want to talk about this real quick. A lot of people I see were saying on Twitter, like, they're only doing this because of Battlefield, they're only doing this because of the competition, they're only doing this because no one's playing the beta, they're only doing this because everyone's hating on the beta. They're all right. Yeah, they're only doing this because of that. You're correct, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing that they're doing it. It's obviously better than them doing nothing. Most businesses are like that. They only make a change when things aren't going well, and that's just kind of life. That's literally business. I don't know. Not saying it's a good thing. They should have made a change sooner, but yeah, it's better than them never making the change, you know? I don't know.
Skewer release detected. Hardpoint located.
Oh no. Do you think Treyarch should take a break from making zombies for a while? No. Well, okay. Let me actually refrain. Let me be more clear there. They shouldn't take a break from making zombies for their own zombies games. Should they take a break from making it for other studios? Yes. Like, obviously I don't want to see a Vanguard or Modern Warfare zombie situation. I do want to see the other studios make zombies though, like their own zombies. I would love that. But yeah, no, Treyarch shouldn't make zombies for the other studios, but Treyarch's next zombies should be in their next game. Like, they shouldn't be taking a break from it after that. Like, their next game won't be till 2028, most likely, so that should be when their next zombies is. So, like I said, it's not,
Connect me to the board.
what's the word?
I'm gonna like this.
It's not me saying they should be making zombies every year, but I think, yes, their games should all have zombies.
That's our leisure balanced.
This probably is going to be a year 2 game for me, honestly.
That's 5.
Wall jump feels like something smaller added in comparison to Omni movement, but it also feels so much better implemented. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. It does seem smaller, but I do think it's making a bigger effect on the game than Omni movement did, though. Does it feel like an actual difference? I would say so, yeah. We're getting very mixed lobbies. Why? I am leveling up, am I not? It's just so slow. Maybe it's supposed to do that, I don't know. Oh, domination on imprint. That'll go hard. Yeah, we're in the same lobby, are we not? I think disbanding lobbies is gone. Dude, this is crazy though. Everyone is saying this multiplayer feels garbage, but I think it feels fun. Am I going insane? You're not going insane. I agree. I mean, it's up to opinion, of course. It's totally fine if people think it feels garbage. That's fine, but I think it feels pretty good. Everyone always says that they only do this because of that, but like, isn't that a good thing? Competition is a good thing for a reason. Exactly. Like it goes both ways. Like, other studios are more likely to make changes that benefit people if they believe there's a reason to, you know? And like, I do think Black Ops 7 is truly going to be used as a testing game, which isn't a great, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it could be a bad thing. I don't think it will be a bad thing though. Here's an example. Actually, we have 3 examples right now. So multiplayer, they're testing a lot. They're testing skill-based matchmaking. They're testing time to kill values. They're testing crazy movement. Like, there's a lot they're testing, right? And then you go to zombies. They're testing curse mode, which is going to have more classic mechanics. Then there's going to be standard and survival, right? There's testing a lot there. seeing what mechanics people like, so maybe they can make better decisions in the future. And then you got Warzone that is doing a blackout mode alongside their traditional Warzone experience. So like they have literally, they're trying everything in this game, which it could be bad, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll lead to them getting better information about what people really want in Call of Duty, and I think that'll be good. I hope they implement this mode well at launch. Its placement on the menu even matters a lot. Yeah, no, I agree. I hope it's by default, to be honest, but it existing is better than it not existing at all.
That's a kill.
I also would love a slower time to kill mode. Like, imagine a mode that just gives you like a BO4 time to kill. Like 150 health. I would eat that shit up. That would be cool too. If they're gonna test time to kill fully, they should do that, honestly. Just literally throw in a BO4 time to kill mode. They can just make it like 150 HP or something, because currently it's 100 HP. Just make it 150. Those are the type of LTMs that would get a lot of replay value out of me personally. Like, they always had these LTMs in that are just like, eh. But like, if they were to add a slow time to kill LTM, I'd be eating that shit up. Oh, and exosuits. They might test out advanced movement in a LTM. They're probably gonna do that. I'd be shocked if they don't. So this game's gonna do a lot of crap. I'm sure of it, and I'm so excited for all of it. Oh my god, I turned on that dude. Yeah, this is by far the best map in the game. This is honestly like, it might be an S tier map for me, I don't know. I like, every time I play on this map, I have like the best time of my life.
Get me a UAV.
Taking A. All locations locked down. Not bad at all.
We're kind of demolishing this lobby though. we're really demolishing this lobby. Everyone's leaving. That is the problem with betas though. I mentioned this before, like people leave betas when they get shit on, because at least with the full game they have reasons to stay, because they want their bonus XP at the match, end the match or whatever. But when it's a beta, no one's gonna stick around. Is that guy still alive? No. Your game froze. Wall running, wall jumping ate it. Just bring back wall running. I actually think wall jumping's more fun than, or more interesting than wall running. Well, I mean, wall running wouldn't really do much. I mean, it's not that different when you think about it. Like, think about it. Like, you could still get from there to there with wall jumping versus wall running. It's kind of not that different, I would say. So I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I feel like the only reason they would do wall running is if they also had boost jumping.
We lost C.
Taking the
Securing
objective.
Charlie.
Watch my six.
Did everyone leave? Oh no, they're all joining now. Okay. It's always good at matchmaking if it can actually get people back in the lobby quick, because it's always, that always sucks when everyone leaves. Nice.
All locations are ours. Hell yeah. We're losing Charlie. Losing Bravo.
Oi.
Authorizing UAV taxi.
Come on. We've lost Charlie.
Gonna be a guy around here. I see him, but... Oi. Nope, 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 nope. I don't know, they're kind of all around right now.
Tack on. Get me a
Oh,
UAV.
here we go. Oi. Yep, I'm not doing that. I can't. I'm not in a good enough position over there. Let me go this way.
Flashbang sniper.
No! Get the fuck down!
From the cluster.
Dude, what is going on right now?
Priority tasking request.
Oh, fuck.
We're a dot.
Then requesting UAV.
Go, 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 go.
Locking down Charlie.
Whee! Holy shit. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god, there's so many intense moments in this game. I love it. Oh shit! As I jump off the fucking map. Are you now playing without skill-based matchmaking? Yes. Or, okay, reduced skill-based matchmaking. And whenever I say without, I don't genuinely mean without. There's always been skill-based matchmaking in every COD, but reduce. Reduce is the correct term, I guess.
Deploy CUAV in my AO. Authorizing UAV mission.
The way they worded it was classic matchmaking with minimal skill, with skill being minimally considered. That's what how they worded it.
Locked down. Keep the guild back.
Nah. Backwards wall running will be omni wall run walling? You mean wall running? Wait, can you even do this backwards? Oh no, you can't do it backwards. Oh shit! I actually never tried a backwards wall jump.
UAV.
Where did that guy get killed from? Huh? Huh? I play on a console. Xbox, that's a teammate. Xbox Series X.
Losing A.
The superior console of choice.
Authorizing UAV tasking.
No, actually, honestly, I feel like I've been really hating the Xbox recently. Like, especially with COD updates, it takes so long to update them. Even if I have the best Wi-Fi possible, it doesn't matter. Still will take forever. Dude, why is everyone leaving?
Bugging out.
Y'all need to stop leaving lobbies, man.
Discipline and focus led the way.
Yeah, I could back out. I feel like people just love to hate on COD these days. Oh yeah, I mean, it's the most popular franchise, so inevitably there's gonna be a lot of people hating on it. It's kind of just like, I don't know. Like the most popular kid in school gets hated on the most, let's be honest. That's just how it is. I don't know. I hope everyone comes out of this enjoying this mode. That's what I hope. See ya, that dude. So far, it's fun. I don't really have any negatives to say about it, to be honest. I wonder if anyone's even playing the regular mosh pit, to be honest. Is it now much easier? I mean, look, it's hard to say that because you gotta keep in mind, there's still good players out there you're gonna get into lobbies with. It's just mixed more so. And we're also playing a beta, so inevitably there's gonna be a lot of players who are fucking great at the game. But we have gotten into a lot of lobbies that just feel better. So I don't like to hate on it, but I will comment on the things I don't like. But I do see a lot of genuine hate for the game when it ain't even that bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm always going to criticize things even if I like it. Like, people are very bad at nuance nowadays. Like, nuance doesn't exist anymore. I feel like it's so funny too, because like I'll do a video where I'm equally negative and equally positive to like the new game or whatever, and I'll have people on one hand saying I complain too much, and the other hand people will be saying I'm like glazing the game too much or whatever. And it's like, where's the nuance? Like, am I doing either of those things? I'm just giving my honest feedback on the game. I think some stuff is good, some stuff is bad. I don't like,
Kill confirmed.
what's so wrong with that, you know? I don't know. Okay. Gonna try the MXR a little bit. Haven't really used it in a while. Can they add this to BO6, please? Well, to be honest, as I've said before, like, skill-based matchmaking kind of doesn't affect the game that much once the year's over or the life cycle's over. So once BO7 comes out, honestly, BO6 will probably play a lot better. Happened with MW3 pretty significantly. I really enjoyed that game during BO6's life cycle this past year. Oh shit. Oh, I could have got a quad. I could have got a quad, but I was scared. I could have got a quad, but I was scared. I was gonna push that guy, but I got kind of worried. Ooh, I'm liking the feel of this gun.
Tracking mover.
Oh, I knew we were gonna switch spawns. I knew it. Oh, he thought.
Stay out of my way.
Oh shit. I'm gonna die.
Requesting UAV tasking.
UAV commencing close flight.
Whew. Oh no.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
What? Get out of here. I guess he healed really quickly because that dude was definitely shot and then he just somehow had his health come back. It was the stim. I was getting ready to one-tap that guy. But Brody thought he means business. Oh, no, no. Damn. I hope Zombies is good this year because I'm tired of playing BO3 Zombies. Yeah. I hope it is too.
That's a fucking.
It's really hard to tell right now. Like, I can't, like, multiplayer I can kind of judge significantly because I could be like, oh, you know, we have a feel for what the multiplayer is going to play like this year. Hopefully the rest of the maps are good. Hopefully the updates are good. But, like, we feel the core gameplay here, and it feels great. Like, I'm already in love with it. Like, if they just keep this stuff up, I hope they slower the time to kill a little bit. That'd be nice, but just the way it is, like, I'm really enjoying it. And Zombies, though, the way it currently is in the beta, to be honest, if the full game was like that, I wouldn't like it. But we know cursed mode is coming, right? We know there's going to be Easter eggs, and we don't know what the Easter eggs are going to be like yet. So, like, it could end up being a really good game if cursed mode is good, if the Easter eggs are good. But we just don't know yet, so it's really hard to judge Zombies from the beta. Which is why my review video, half the time I was like, I don't like this, but I'm sure it'll be better in the full game. You know, I'm always saying that because it's like, yeah, like, genuinely, if curse mode wasn't going to happen, I wouldn't be that excited for BO7 Zombies. I really wouldn't. I'm going to be honest. Like, I really think the classic mechanics are just, they strip away the replayability of the game. Or the modern mechanics, I mean. They strip away the replayability of the game to the point where, like, especially having them again a second year in a row, I would not care. It's too similar to BO6 as well. Like, I wouldn't care. But cursed mode could be really good if it's done right. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully it's good. And hopefully the Easter eggs are good because that's the most important thing for me personally. Good Easter eggs, good boss fights, good complex steps, and some good side quests as well with good rewards. There's so much they got to do to really nail it. But we'll see. It's a really important game. If we don't have another Zombies till 2028, they really have to nail it. Which I still don't think that's going to be that long. I really think... I think Sledgehammer is going to make Zombies in 2027. Let's be honest. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. If they don't, I kind of will be quite surprised.
Sniper.
Oh! Damn. Ironically, in my first open mosh pit game, I ran into my first cheater in the beta 1. Damn. I feel like I rarely run into... Well, no, here's the thing. I don't notice I run into cheaters, but I probably have before. I just don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, getting destroyed and I just kind of take it. But I'm assuming it was, like, one of those very, like, obvious cheaters where they're just, like, smoking everyone, like, doing 360s and shooting everyone across the map.
Problem solved.
I like this MXR, but I kind of want to... I hope there's a fire rate increase attachment because this fire rate's a little slow on it. I know that's kind of the point of the gun, but it would be nice to increase that fire rate a little bit. Are we back? I think we are, Harrison. I think we are. Based on the 4 maps we have so far, do you think any of them have the potential to be considered iconic later on? Okay. For me, yes. For the community, no. Because honestly, I think the community doesn't allow any maps to be considered iconic past like BO3. Like people just don't let it happen. People like act like maps nowadays all suck. And I'm like, dude, they don't. Like BO4 has bangers that I would consider to be iconic, but like most people aren't going to say that. even Cold War, like Moscow is really good. I think that deserves to be considered iconic. But I don't think you'll find anyone calling Moscow iconic.
UAV available for tasking.
Oh shit.
UAV established overhead.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
If you're tired of BO3 zombies, wouldn't you be just as bored if this game was more like BO3, like people say they want? No, well, I'll not to speak for him, but I will say the difference there is, let's say somebody did want more of something similar to BO3 because they like BO3 more, they would want more content for it. Like that argument I always hear is like, why don't you just go back to the old zombies if you prefer it? But it's like people want stuff similar to that old zombies, but new stuff, right? And they're not adding any updates to BO3. Like, not counting custom zombies. People say that too. It's like, no, people want official content that's new, similar to the stuff they like. You know, it's like imagine somebody criticizes like Game of Thrones season 8 or something, you know, and then you get a response like, go rewatch season 4 then. And it's like, I mean, yeah, I could rewatch season 4, but I want new seasons that are good though. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess that's the way I see it, at least. Like, they still want new stuff, they just want that stuff to be as good as the old stuff. So like, they don't want to just sit there replaying BO3 forever. But oh, Imprint, dude, every time Imprint shows up I get so excited. It's such a good fucking map, but honestly we gotta play something else because I played Imprint too much at this point. It's so good though. Game feels so much better without skill-based matchmaking. Yeah, I'm in a complete agreement with you. I'm curious as to what people are still gonna hate on with this game though, because they're kind of fixing a lot of the problems, like multiplayer wise, so I don't know. I'm really curious as to what is like the next thing that people focus on. Well, okay, let's be fair though. They might not actually change this for the full game. This is just a test playlist they're doing. It might not actually end up, you know, finding its way in the main game, so we'll see though. Who knows? I'm tired of BO3 zombies, of how much stuff I've completed. The Easter eggs need new stuff. Yeah, that's yeah. They should study BO3 zombies for 2028. I agree. I mean, I think there's some stuff in the new games that are good too that they should also keep, but it depends, you know. It really just depends. But I'm hoping Cursed can give fans of BO3 like myself and like you something to enjoy, because I want a year where like everyone's happy, you know. That would be nice. That would be nice, but is it gonna happen? I don't know. Who knows? It really depends how it's done. It depends how it's handled. It depends how much like updates it gets. Like, the one thing that is really important to me, and honestly like will be really disappointing from Treyarch's end, is if Cursed mode isn't available on the survival maps. To me, that would be baffling. Like, how can you take two modes that are trying to in some way deliver a classic experience, in some way, maybe not fully, but there's elements of both of those modes that are more classic, survival being something from BO2 that makes the maps very simplified. That's obviously a very classic thing. And then Cursed mode has like the classic point system, no loadouts. Like, both of those modes are trying to give a classic feel. So why wouldn't you let people play Cursed mode on survival maps? You know what I mean? They haven't said whether you could or couldn't at this point. It's kind of just speculation, but I'm a little worried they won't let you. I think that would be ridiculous, but I don't know. But like, that'll be like a testament to me as to if Cursed mode's gonna work. Like, are they actually gonna let it be playable in survival? He essentially would be playing BO3 forever if what you were asking for is a carbon copy of BO3 mechanics. Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think people who want like something like BO3 back are asking for a carbon copy, but even if they were, it would still be, again, new maps and stuff. Because to me, an important thing about older zombies is that the innovation was all based around the maps. It wasn't really about the mechanics. So like, you can take BO3's mechanics, but you can give a map with so many unique mechanics, so many unique systems within the maps themselves, and you'll have basically a whole new feeling game. Like, to me, Zetsubo feels like a whole new game compared to, like, I don't know, the Rise and Drak. Like, both those maps feel so different Same with Shadows. Like, they feel like very different maps. To the point where, like, I wouldn't say they feel like different games fully, but, like, more so than what they do nowadays, obviously. So it's like, if they were to just do something similar to BO3, even if it was a carbon copy, which I'm not saying it should be, let's say it was, yeah, I think people would love that because, again, if the maps were filled with unique systems and stuff, I think it would still feel very new and fresh. Whereas I feel like the issue people have with them doing BO6 mechanics again is, A, we've already had these sort of systems so many games in a row, like with Vanguard and Cold War and stuff. And we also know the maps might not, just based on, you know, this is not confirmed or anything, but just based on the recent games, it's a high chance the maps aren't going to have that many unique mechanics and systems. They're probably going to do the same thing BO6 did, where it's very much like, you know, the maps feel similar in a lot of ways. I hope that's not the case. Let's hope it's not, but who knows. But again, Cursed Mode could alleviate all this and could solve this problem, so we might have no complaints in a few weeks. Who knows? But I don't know. I don't know. Depends how it's done. Will you be playing Battlefield 6? Of course. I don't know if I'm going to play, like, day one. It depends if I'm busy or not, but... Oh, shit! It depends if I'm busy or not. So I don't really know. But I'll definitely play it at some point. Having a bad game doesn't matter to me anymore because I know it wasn't because of skill-based matchmaking. Exactly, exactly. If they ever add new content to BO3, you have to do a 48-hour stream of Vanguard. Okay, I will. Sure. Sure. You can clip this. What is the latest they've ever added content to a COD? It must have been BO3, right? They added content to BO3 in like 2018, I think, right? Oh yeah, because they added the Back in Black maps. The maps that were coming to BO4, they added them in BO3 in 2018, which was kind of crazy. By the way, we're getting cooked this game, so time to bring out the M8. Even though they did nerf it, so it's not as good as it was before. Boom. Oh, someone's coming around this corner. Knew they were going to be jumping.
Securing B.
Tracking
I still can't believe they basically added exo movement. Like, wall jumping is like advanced movement. It's crazy. Oh. Oh shit.
Login UAV mission request.
But it's such a smart way to add it in too.
Field upgrade neutralized.
Is there someone up here? No, I thought there was.
Enemy UAV detected.
I do not understand the emphasis of Warzone mechanics as a criticism. I'm a zombies player. I would never have even known the mechanics are from Warzone because of it. So I can kind of give you two different arguments against that because I feel like it depends on the person who's saying it. Obviously, everyone has a different reason for calling it that. But I feel like for me, if I ever say Warzone mechanics, which I don't usually, I just say modern mechanics usually. I don't really say Warzone mechanics. But if I ever do say it, it's because it's more so just like a umbrella term for what the mechanics are like kind of from. And I also think when people say it, it's also about multiplayer because people have said like, oh, well, loadouts don't even work the same way in Warzone. It's like, well, it's just multiplayer / Warzone is kind of what people are saying because a lot of the systems are from those modes. Like the idea of getting whatever gun you want off the bat, that's technically a multiplayer thing. Like rarity is technically a Warzone thing. Armor technically a Warzone thing. Like the HUD is literally a mix of multiplayer and Warzone as well. So it's like, I get what people are saying and why they say it, but I understand the existence of the mechanics from those modes. I agree, it doesn't inherently make it a bad thing. It's just like an umbrella term used to describe it. So I don't think the reason people dislike it is because it's from Warzone. It's more so just they don't like it, and it also happens to be from Warzone. But I don't think they love the fact that it's from Warzone as well. It's just, you know, it feels less inspired if it just comes from it, I guess. But like that doesn't mean it's you can't bring anything from another mode to zombies. So,
Securing Alpha.
what's up, Jude? I think we are back.
Kagan requesting
It depends if they keep this or not, though, because I don't know. I feel like they're gonna have some statistics to pull out. They're gonna be like, oh, retention rates were low in this mode, so I guess we can't keep it. Which the idea of like designing your art around like numbers and retention, I think honestly is just kind of annoying. Like, It's so funny though, because like the types of things that, and I get it, it's the most popular, one of the most popular game franchises ever. I get it, right? But like compare it to like film. The idea of like saying like, oh, we're gonna write our story in a specific way or like design our movie in a specific way because of like retention rates for people. Whenever you hear that, you would instantly think, oh, it's gonna be slop, you know? So it's like, why should games be doing that then?
Securing Zone A.
And a great example I always bring up is apparently Netflix reached out to some of the Netflix writers for like, it was for like the lesser known like TV shows. It wasn't for like popular stuff like Stranger Things. It was for like lesser known things. They reached out to writers and said, can you please try to write your stories in a way to where people can casually view them in the background so they don't have to focus on it. And like immediately, if you wrote your story that way, I'm sorry, it's going to be shit. It's not going to be a good show. It's going to be bad, right? You can't write a good show while being forced to write the dialogue in a way to where people can understand it even if they're not watching the screen. Because all that leads is the characters to speak out their dialogue of like, or speak the dialogue of what they're doing, like, oh, I'm doing this, and then I'm doing like, it's just gonna be a shit show. You're gonna be like, why are they announcing what they're doing? That's ridiculous. But shows genuinely are made like that because they want shows to be made in a way where people can casually view them. And we all agree that's ridiculous, right? So why should Call of Duty do it then, you know? And I get trying to like, you know, be popular, but if you're good, you're gonna be popular. You don't have to do all these retention shits, you know? I don't know. Depends what it is, of course. Like rewards are a retention thing, but it's a net positive. Nobody's upset at the fact that the game has rewards, right? So having rewards is always a good thing. But manipulating our matchmaking is like, no. That's not a net positive. It's not a positive for a lot of people, that's for sure.
They are taking C.
This mode is insane. It feels like a whole different game. It really does, yeah.
They are pressing their advantage. Take control of this.
I don't think Warzone's ever gonna die though. Warzone, I feel like, I don't know. I think they'll make a lot of changes to it, but I don't think they're ever just gonna get rid of it.
Locking down Bravo.
Like I could definitely see them making like they're adding this blackout mode. I can definitely see them changing whenever they do like a Warzone 3.0, which will probably be next year. I could see them taking some blackout stuff and putting it into Warzone, maybe like stuff like that, but I don't see them just getting rid of Warzone. Am I liking it? Yeah, I'm loving it. I mean, I was already enjoying the game before, but it's even better now. I'm gonna play the Black Ops 7 campaign, but I don't think I'm gonna stream it though. I'm not a fan of streaming story games. I feel like if I play a story game, I want to actually be able to like sit down and focus on it. Which I will be doing videos on it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna post a video on it. I did this for the past couple of campaigns. I've played it on a video, recorded it, my reaction to it, like playing through it, and then upload it to YouTube. So I'll do that. Because streaming it, like I feel like I gotta read chat and stuff, and I like reading chat, so I want to do that. And then that kind of messes up the story because you can't really focus on it as much. So it's, you know, I'd rather just do it on a video. Almost all things in zombies were at one point a direct takeaway from multiplayer, examples being Raps becoming instantly elementals, the bows on DE being the bow specialist, attack dog, streak, hellcat. But the thing is, with all those things you just mentioned, all of those were heavily remixed to the point where they actually look like zombified, like the Raps becoming the, I call them meatballs, but is elementals the actual term for those things? I'm not gonna lie, I always call them meatballs. They look completely different. They have a zombified look to them. The bows on DE being the bow specialist, it looks nothing like the bow specialist. You're right that they use like similar assets and like animations, but looks completely different. It's actually zombified. The attack dogs, again, they make them zombified as hellhounds. So like none of that's a problem to me. And again, I don't have an issue with some Warzone and multiplayer stuff in zombies anyways, but those are like examples of stuff that they've heavily remixed to make it fit. Whereas like armor is literally just copy and pasted from Warzone. There's no change of the look of armor, you know? Yeah, it's a good example actually, shield. So like shields back in the day, they had like tactical shields in multiplayer. But when they brought shields to zombies, they zombified them. They did the rocket shield. They did the the shield on like Garad Krovi's shield. What was it? The Dragon Shield. They did the 9, the Ancient Evil had their own shields. A couple of the BO4 maps had the multiplayer shield, but the other ones didn't, so some of them didn't. So yeah, it just kind of depends how you do it. But for me, it's more so been I just don't like the mechanics. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's from multiplayer, therefore bad. No. Because I've been the one championing or arguing that they should do a PvP mode in zombies, and that would be a direct multiplayer influenced mode. So like, I'm not gonna say that anything from multiplayer is automatically bad. But what I don't like is if I just think the mechanics are bad, then I'm gonna complain about it. But there are some examples, like I said, with like armor, like you should try to zombify stuff as much as you can. The HUD is one of my biggest arguments, though. I feel like the HUD is the thing. We need a zombified HUD, and I think we're gonna get it, so. Gonna be a guy coming over here.
TACOM, get me a UAV.
HKD's on standby.
Got HKDs. HKD's nuts. Yes! Oh, yes! Somebody kill this guy! No! Whoever just died, you got me killed. No, I'm kidding. Okay, they're all gonna leave the lobby because of this, but fuck it. Fuck it, man. Let's fuck them up. Dude, this is my 3rd VTOL today, and they were all on imprint. Or no, I got a... Did I get a VTOL on another map too? I thought I did. I don't remember. This is like my map though. Like, there isn't a map that I perform better on at this point. Like, holy shit. Like, I feel like I rarely do good on exposure. I feel like most times on exposure I get like kind of shit on, but I don't know, man. Something about this map that I just like, it calls to me. Which I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, but I think subconsciously I like tend to, oh no, get back. I tend to subconsciously prefer maps that I do better on. Like, that just happens. And I think that's natural. No, don't end. I'm having too much fun. How many kills was that? We got at least 15 kills with that thing, right? And then we got HKDs too. They're all gonna leave. Oh no. Dude, why do so many people back out? Stop leaving. Like, this is the... No. You know what? I'm gonna rant a bit because I always rant about streak looping and stuff, right? They so insistent on not having streak looping because they're afraid of streak spam. Because they're afraid people are gonna leave the lobbies because of streak spam. But bro, we don't even have streak looping in the game because we don't have the perk available yet. And people are still leaving the lobbies for me calling in streaks once. So, like, what difference does it make if I'm gonna get more streaks? Who fucking cares, man? Let me loop them. And I wouldn't have been able to loop them there anyways because I died, like, right after getting them, but... So just allow us to loop them then, bro. Like, what are we doing? I'm not wasting a perk on that, but I actually... No, I will waste a perk on it. I don't want to, though. But I'm gonna have to do it.
Your HKDs have been destroyed.
Oh, shit!
Enemies took out your HKDs.
31 and 5. We're doing pretty good. I need to play the Black Ops 7 campaign fast. I don't want to see Black Ops 7 Harper death scene pop up or something. If the blackout mode isn't half-assed, then... Oh, I didn't get to read that whole thing. Then I'll actually play Warzone. Yeah, I hope it's really good. I really do. So many people dismiss an opinion like mine by saying your first game was Cold War when I know more lore and history. Oh shit. I know more lore and history of zombies than them. Like, it's impossible to be an OG and prefer modern. Yeah, I know. I agree. Like, no one should be shitting on you for having that opinion. Like, and I don't like the idea of... And I can relate to you, by the way, because I've always been a person who has preferred BO3 to BO4, like that era of zombies, over the really OG games like World at War to BO2. So even back when like BO4 was out and like people would be like, oh, what's your favorite zombies? And I'd be like, oh, BO3, Infinite Warfare, BO4. Those are always my favorite zombies, right? Well, BO2 as well. People are like, they would say the same shit. Like, oh, you must have started playing with BO3 or something. Because why wouldn't you prefer Black Ops 1 and World at War and stuff? So no, I can definitely relate to that. And all I gotta say is just like stick to your opinions. Whatever you prefer, stick to it, because people are always going to be annoying about it. Not much you can do about it, unfortunately. Did everyone leave? Oh no, they're back. More people joined. Minimal skill-based matchmaking gameplay is so much more interesting to watch too. Shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Why did I think I could make that jump? Minimal skill-based matchmaking is more interesting to watch. Yeah, I agree. Because the problem with and I don't personally do this, but I feel like with skill-based matchmaking, people will see like really good gameplay and they'll immediately go, "Oh, you're just reverse boosting," and that is so annoying. Like I can't tell you how many times I've gone like really good gameplay, and like someone's just like, "Oh, you're just reverse boosting." What the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you supposed to even say to that? Like, how are you supposed to prove that you're not reverse boosting? What are you supposed to say? You just sit there and go, "Okay, fine, like whatever." Think what you want to think, but at least without it, they can't say shit, you know. I mean, they still will, though. They'll still just be like, "You just got in a bot lobby," and it's like, okay, all right. I don't know, man. Wave print just feels a lot more designed around the wall jumps while still being nice and fluid to play on. Yeah, there's a lot of good wall jump spots in this one. I think it's like probably the best map for wall jumping. And I think the Ghost of Hope actually tweeted that this map was considered, he tweeted this like before, a couple weeks ago. It was like before the map even, before the beta came out. He said that apparently like it's more, like one of the most beloved maps or something. I don't know, by like playtesters. And I agree, because this is fucking great.
Enemy UAV detected.
Like this is such a classic, like this feels like a BO4 map more than anything, but there's definitely some BO2 influence in there too. Yeah, I've been playing zombies since Nocturne and Toten, and people always think people always think it's crazy that that's the case though, because like I said, I don't really like World of War that much. Like, I like World of War, but it's just like, am I gonna replay it? I don't know. It kind of lost its enjoyability after like once like BO2 started to show what zombies can truly be, I was like, okay, I don't care as much about these older games. What are the new maps? They haven't added new ones yet. I think they're gonna add either Toshin or Blackheart tomorrow. I think. I don't know if it's tomorrow or Monday. I don't know, but soon they're adding more maps though, just not today. Does this game remind you of Infinite Warfare a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. Like the aesthetics in some places, especially on exposure. But I don't know. I understand people want something new, but Modern Zombies is just trash. To be honest though, Modern Zombies isn't even new anymore. Like, that's why I never understood the argument of you don't like Modern Zombies because, I hear this all the time, you don't like it because you don't like change, or you can't accept change. Like, bro, armor is not new. Loadouts are not new. Rarities are not new. They've been here since 2020. We've had this for 5 years. They're not new anymore. I'd argue classic zombies coming back would be more new, which cursed mode is a huge thing. Like that's going to be huge, and I'm really excited for that. That's really new because it hasn't been here for a while. So like I consider that more new than modern systems because they've been here for a while, you know. What's up, Jolts? Haven't got a chance to try it. How does it feel? It feels really good. It feels like I'm playing a classic COD, to be honest. Very mixed lobbies. Like you'll get in a gunfight with someone who genuinely feels like they have no thumbs, and then the next person you fight will be like the best player you've ever gone up against, which I like that. I like that difference in skill level in the same lobby. It's nice. And some games were doing good, some games were not doing good. It's a nice mix.
Overload.
I'll try the MXR on this map.
Let's take that shit up.
Oh no, we're playing Overload. No, this is more of a SMG map, or SMG mode. When I say classic zombies, I mean BO3. Yeah, no, I think the term classic zombies, some people definitely have different thoughts about what it actually means to them.
Enemies are carrying the device.
For me, it's like World at War to like It's World of War to BO3, but also kind of like, I would consider Infinite Warfare classic as well. World War II is kind of a mix, I guess. BO4 is also like a middle ground between classic and modern. And then obviously Cold War is like where modern starts. Has time to kill been changed? I don't think like the overall time to kill was changed, but they have made adjustments to some guns. Like they nerfed the M8. So the M8 doesn't do as much damage, so I guess they kind of did change the time to kill then. Just not like overall though, just for specific guns. I think they nerfed this gun as well, if I'm not mistaken. Oh man, I love this platform. Like, that's by far my favorite part of this map is that platform. But if you can manage to have a map with fun, like, dynamic elements like that, but it also plays very competitively, you have a fucking great map on your hands.
The overload device is under hostile control.
So I don't know if you guys watched my, like, multiplayer wishlist video that I did a few weeks ago. Ah, he's behind cover. And I said in that video, when it comes to maps that they add, every map needs to be in at least one of these three categories. It could be in multiple categories. It can be. But it has to be in at least one of these three categories for it to be an acceptable map. So either competitive maps, which are mainly built for competitive, they tend to be like really symmetrical, really three-laned. I think this could work for competitive, but I don't know if it will be used for that, but it seems like it could be. Like designed well for competitive, just really good, clean, three-lane layout. Like you guys know the maps that are like that, right? Raid is a good example of that. It's really good for competitive. But I think maybe at least half of the maps in the game should be sort of designed in that way. It doesn't have to be exactly half, though, maybe a little less, but that there should be a decent amount of maps that are designed like that, right? With that being the main priority. Then the next category is fun maps. Now, I'm not saying competitive maps can't be fun, right? But I'm saying there should be also some maps that are designed in a way that they're just trying to be fun as hell. Like, they don't need to be really competitive or anything like that. They should still have a good layout. Like, it should still have some three-lane design, you know? But it doesn't have to have as competitive of a feel. And those maps should go a bit crazier with the visuals. And they should have a lot of, like, interactable things in the map. So an example I can give of that is like a lot of the Ghosts DLC maps. So you guys know what I'm talking about. They're like, they had a map where you can play as Michael Myers. Like that's crazy, and that's what I mean by like a fun map. Just like, it's not trying to be competitive, it's just a fun, crazy experience. Usually those are good for DLC more than anything. So that's definitely something. And then the third type of map is the type of map that a lot of people don't like, but I personally think the game needs some maps like this, and those are, I'm gonna call them grind maps, right? Even though I don't think they need to only be used for grinding, because I like small maps just for fun too. Like Cortex is technically a small map. People are going to be using that for grinding for sure, because it's going to be in the small map playlist probably. But I think you need some maps like that. It's healthy to have them. You know, you don't want like just Nuketown as the small map, because then everyone's just going to play Nuketown all the time, and that's not as interesting. So you need a decent amount of those like smaller maps. And I think as long as the map fits in one of those three categories, then you're good. And obviously you should have a healthy mix of them. So like, I'll give you an example of a map that fits into none of those categories. And I would say Extraction. Extraction from Black Ops 6 fits in none of those categories. In my opinion, Extraction is one of the worst maps ever made. I hate that map. The design is terrible. That is not built for competitive whatsoever. There's nothing fun about that map. There's nothing interesting about it. There's no interactive features. It's just a location on Avalon turned into a multiplayer map. And it's not a small map for grinding either. So it doesn't do any of those three things. Oh yeah, they nerfed the Dravik too, right? Yeah. It's still pretty good though.
Signatures all over this place.
It's sad that Treyarch have made more modern games than classic. Yeah, I've said that. People think I'm like, they're like, bro, like we need more modern. We had so much classic. I'm like, what do you mean? We actually haven't had that many classics on. We haven't really had that many. They didn't give it much of a chance. They kind of just gave up on it after like Infinite Warfare, I guess. I get it. They were trying new things and stuff, but you know, why not try the old thing again? You know, which apparently they are with curse mode again. That could actually pan out well. Who knows? Oh fuck. They have a dog. Get away!
Time's almost out. Make something happen.
Honestly, the dog's not like that good. Hence why I don't really use him. As I get killed by him. Oh my god. Any zombies changes? I doubt it. There's probably like bug fixes, but I don't think they change anything else. Get fucked. Graphic reminds you of the honey badger. Oh yeah, I can kind of see that.
Our zone has been overloaded.
It is more like a PP bison or whatever. That's kind of what it's going for, I think, but has some honey badger feels to it too.
I've located a new overload device.
If the map is for comp, they usually disable dynamic map elements so the platform won't be movable. Okay, that makes sense.
UAV detected.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind it still being usable and competitive, but I could understand why they would disable that.
Overload device is under hostile control.
I wouldn't say it takes away the competitive nature of it, but yeah, no, I can still get that though. Damn! I don't even know we're getting killed by anymore.
Enemy UAV detected. We have the overload device. Enemy dog established on your grid.
Alright, y'all gotta protect me.
UAV established above.
Y'all gotta protect me.
Hostiles have the overload device.
My favorite MP since BO3, only negative is that I feel like wall running could have fit this game really well. I wouldn't have minded that. I love the wall jumping though, so I don't really need the wall running as well, but
Enemy CUAV established
I get what you're
overhead.
saying.
Hostile UAV established above. Hostiles
Oh,
overloaded
shit.
our zone.
Why does it say closed door? I think that's just a placeholder.
Get there first. Protect our zones. They have the
BO6 is the first Black Ops game that made me detest Nuketown so much I blatantly hate so much that I hate seeing it back in Black Ops 7, which is a shame because 2025 was my favorite one. I don't know, I'm always gonna love Nuketown, but I think my enjoyment of Nuketown has severely decreased when they removed or they started to shit the bed when it comes to custom games, because to me Nuketown was the most fun in custom games with friends. I can't tell you how many times I've played custom games with friends on Nuketown in like BO3 or BO2. There's just no point of doing that anymore because they destroyed custom games. There's like no options anymore. You can't do shit in those modes. We used to do something called House Wars, right? It was called House Wars. It was on Nuketown. Have you guys ever played Rainbow Six Siege? It was literally that, but on Nuketown. So the whole point of the mode was it was 1 life per round, and the goal was to just kill everyone on the other team, but one team had to attack one of the houses, and the other team had to defend the house. And the team that had to defend the house couldn't leave the house, just like Rainbow Six Siege. And we used to play the shit out of that mode, but you can't even do that anymore. The way we did it, at least, because another thing that we did was we had 5 classes that were preset classes that we edited ourselves, or I mean I edited myself. I made the worst possible classes that we had to play with, so it wasn't like this, you know, we were all using like the best guns in the game, like the VMPs. It was like the Gorgon with the suppressor, like the worst possible guns you can think of. You had to use those, and it was so much fun. I honestly would bring it back and like let you maybe we can try it, but I don't know, man. I would love to do like a community thing where we play it as like a community, but again, they need better custom games for that to work. And it was the best in BO3. We used to do it in BO3 all the time. Oh my god, so fun. I presume you're not going to go up against sweaty nerds anymore. Oh no, I will. I mean, the thing about reduced skill-based matchmaking is you're still gonna, it's a mix of people. So there's gonna be bad players, there's gonna be good players, there's even gonna be the sweats who play all day. Like you're gonna get everyone, which I think is better than just one of those groups, you know. So it's a good mix, and that's better. I'm gonna play more. I'm just gonna grab some water real quick if that's okay. Because I'm thirsty as hell. So I'll be right back, and we'll get right back into it. Boy. All right. Open mosh pit. I think we'll play like 2 to 3 more games maybe, because I want to make a video on this to talk about skill-based matchmaking and shit. Unfortunately, I've already posted twice today now, so YouTube's not going to send out the notifications, but that's all right. And then I have a couple things I got to do tonight, so yeah. Sorry that we're not playing as much zombies this week. I mean, honestly, I played it yesterday for a couple hours. I don't have any reason to play it more. I feel like it was fine for what it was, but there's not much to experience in it right now. I feel like there's more to experience in multiplayer. Where's the monster energy at? I don't think I've ever had a monster in my life. And it'll probably stay that way for good. Should have added curse to the beta. Yeah, they're being like extra secretive about curse mode, and I don't think they should be, to be honest, because there are so many people who don't know that even exists. Like, go on TikTok. TikTok's the best place to see like casual opinions on Call of Duty, because on Twitter we're all hardcore fans. No one here is like you guys all in the chat right now. You're all relatively more of a hardcore fan of Call of Duty. Not necessarily every single one, but most of you. I would say 99% of you. But on TikTok, people just come across videos on TikTok, so sometimes they're not really like a huge fan. Maybe they just played it every now and then or whatever. And I saw so many comments of people being like, "Zombies is dead. We need classic zombies back. Like, why are there health bars? Like, why is there a minimap?" Like, a lot of people who clearly don't know curse mode is gonna exist, right? And that's not their fault that they don't know that. Why would they know that, right? So I think Treyarch needs to do a better job of marketing it, like, as soon as possible. Honestly, they should have done it even before the beta, but I think they need to do like a developer deep dive into what curse mode is like and how it's going to play. Now, don't tell us how to do all the Easter eggs and stuff. That's not what I'm saying, but at least tell us what the mode is like beyond just saying they've only said like 6 things about it, I feel like. And a lot of the other things they've said about it is really vague. So it's hard to get a good idea as to what it's actually like.
Hostile UAV established above.
They said by default, classic point system, no loadouts, no minimap. That's all they said about it by default, right? And then for the relics, they said there's ammo caches, an ammo cache, or no ammo cache relic, and a 4 perk limit relic, right? That's all they said about relics. And then the only thing they said about rewards was a golden armor reward. That's all they've said. Only those 6 things. Everything else is either leaks or speculation, but that's all they've said. No armor was a leak, and I think that's going to happen probably as a relic as well. But then it makes you think, like, well, then how is golden armor as a reward going to work? Is the reward usable in curse? Is it not usable? Like, I don't really know. And that's why it's like they need to do a deep dive into it. Pretty sure they will still have another month to market the game. Oh, you know, they have a while, but I'm saying it would have been smart to do it as soon as possible because people are already getting gameplay out there of the game. And if you were to release a deeper dive into it beforehand, it could help people, you know, who are playing this beta to feel like, oh, you know, even though it plays this way, at least we have this curse mode coming. But a lot of people don't even know that exists at this point.
Clear.
Or yeah, like you said before, someone said before, like curse should have just been in the beta. Not on Ashes of the Damned, of course, but on survival. It would have also given us a chance to like give feedback on what curse should be like. 'Cause I'm sure we're gonna have feedback, like, you know, depends on what it's like. What if like what if they didn't remove damage scaling, or what if the balance is really off in the mode. Like, do we really want to have to wait till like, you know, January of next year to actually have a cursed mode that functions properly because they had to make a bunch of adjustments? You know, that would stink. So it would have been nice to have it in the beta.
Perimeter established. Angel base.
Oh shit. Why are there no trophies for zombies DLC maps since Cold War? I don't know. I guess it's because they're free, maybe? They're not really part of DLC packs anymore. I don't know if that's the reason, but... Did you try that Rhino score streak? I don't think it's available because it's too high of a level, right? So I don't think anyone's been able to try it yet. Well, people at COD Next got to try it, but not in the beta, I mean.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
Where the hell did dude go?
Enemy UAV detected.
Oh, he was at 1 HP. Oh my god. There's gonna be sweats everywhere, even in Battlefield 6, but I feel the new mosh pit makes it so you face 2 to 3 sweats instead of a whole team. Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised you can't jump over this. Why not? I feel like you should be able to jump over this. Well, I guess because you can get up there. Yeah, okay. They don't want people scaling the rooftops on this map.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of cooked. I haven't really changed my attachments that much in a while, but I don't know. I'm not really like... The thing with Gunsmith, and it's part of the reason I want them to make a change to it, is I don't really like think much about the attachments anymore. I just kind of put on whatever I see. Because it's such a pain in the ass to look through all of them and try to figure out what's the best. Like, I don't know, man. Like, the gun functions regardless. Is it no skill-based matchmaking mode out yet? Playing it right now, yep. Well, it's, okay, reduced skill-based matchmaking, not no skill-based matchmaking. But yeah, it is out.
Performance is trending below acceptable thresholds.
Clear.
Oh shit.
Enemy UAV detected.
Sending frag.
If they make this change for like the core full game,
Security personnel
we're gonna be eating this year.
evaluation.
This is going to have repercussions way above your.
We're gonna be
pay grade,
eating so good.
17.
I do think it might have, I don't know. We might end up seeing something happen where the player retention's lower and then they might just not do it at all. I don't know.
Eliminated.
We'll see. Oh. Can you feel any difference at all? Yeah. Well, okay, again, I think a lot of people, and I've said this a lot in the stream, but like a lot of people misunderstand skill-based matchmaking and they kind of just like, they'll just play it and they'll be like, oh my god, I'm playing against good players, therefore skill-based matchmaking is bad. That's not, it's never as simple as that, right? But, so you're still gonna go against good players even here without skill-based matchmaking. I don't want to play Overload, so I'm actually gonna back out. I only have a few games left. I want to play like Domination or Hardpoint. So you're still gonna get into lobbies with good players here or there, but you're more likely to, oh come on, Overload again? You're more likely to get into lobbies with a mixed player pool, you know? Take a shot every time expert says there's no skill-based matchmaking. Well, reduced skill-based match. It's so much easier to say no skill-based matchmaking, but like I hope people know what I mean, you know? There's the Forge. People are saying the Forge is the worst map in the beta. I don't know. I'm like, they're all good maps, so it's kind of hard to say for sure. Imprint best map. Yeah, I agree. But they're all great though. I don't like the hallways with 2 doors on each side. On Cortex or on this map? Because I guess Cortex has that one hallway with that. I will say though, if you want to play against shitty players, I love how I word it that way. If you want to play like against worse players, you're more likely to find them tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be the open beta, whereas today's the closed beta. So people playing today are still going to be pretty good, because it's, you know, you have to pre-order the game for this, or at least get a code or whatever.
Invest in you. Do not let us down. Securing Alpha.
Let's try out the Raiden again. Let's try to make this a good gun. How about that?
Advantage is ours. Hold it. Losing Bravo.
Oh my god. What does this gun remind you about? I can't think of what it reminds me of. I don't think it reminds me of anything, to be honest. Which is cool that this game has some guns that are just like completely new. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess this is kind of like the SKS. Maybe, I don't know. Or not the SKS. No, the GKS. GKS. SKS is a completely different gun.
They're down.
Nice. Can we get C over here, you think? What are the chances that we can get C?
Capturing zone.
Very low, I think.
Enemy spotted. Hostile tagged.
Someone's gonna oh no.
Enemy spotted.
Taking this UAV standing.
Holy shit, we got it.
Charlie secured.
Deploying hunter killers.
Nice. Oh, there had to be a second guy. There had to be a second guy.
Tasking.
Where did he come from?
Reporting hostile contact.
Losing B.
Never been a multiplayer guy, so I've stayed away from playing as much as I can in the beta. Did the 1000 calling card though.
We lost.
I still have to play a decent amount for that, I guess, but
Mission timeline. Halfway there.
oi. I think I think most people are like, they prefer one mode over the other, I would say. But I think I am one of the only people who genuinely loves both modes equally.
Guild control. Keep it that way.
Which is why most channels, like, I mean, I'm sure you guys can think of some, but most channels, they stick to one mode. Like, most channels will just be just multiplayer or just zombies. But I can't do that. Like, I can't force myself to not play the other mode, or like not cover the other mode, because I love both modes equally, you know? So I think that does put me in an interesting spot though, because like I said, I think most people aren't like that. It is tough though, because like I definitely think I have more of a zombies audience, which leads to sometimes the multiplayer content gets less views. Not the streams though, because the streams are always pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie, you guys are killing it. Killing it with the support. Key JX, thank you so much for the $5 donation. So is it better than Battlefield 6? I've heard nothing. I mean, look, here's the thing, right? Here's the problem with that. I like COD more than Battlefield overall, so the chances of me preferring a Call of Duty over a Battlefield game is pretty high. Doesn't mean Battlefield 6 ain't incredible, because it honestly was when I played the beta, but I will be honest, I'm having more fun playing Black Ops 7 than I did Battlefield 6, yes. And also,
Target removed.
I'm playing this beta a lot more than I played Battlefield 6's beta. But there's nothing against Battlefield 6. I prefer Call of Duty, so, you know.
Securing zone A.
But if it was a bad Call of Duty game, like, you know, if I was playing like Modern Warfare 2 or something, the recent Modern Warfare 2, then I would probably have preferred Battlefield 6 because I don't really like that game that much. But this is really fun. Like, I'm enjoying it, so I don't know. COD and Battlefield also don't play anything like, yeah, they're very different. Like, they're so different to the point where I'm gonna play both and enjoy both.
Engaging.
Probably. I probably will play a lot less Battlefield 6 though. I mean, I don't play much of any Battlefield, to be honest. But I'll definitely try it out for a bit.
Policy breach
Reporting
associate.
hostile contact.
Enemy echo unit spotted.
I do want to do a Battlefield ranking, like a ranking from a casual perspective, because I would consider myself a Battlefield casual.
Losing Bravo.
I would like to see if people think my takes are atrocious or not, and I'm sure people are going to think they're atrocious. The only issue with that video though is I will have to only rank Battlefields from Battlefield 3 up. I can't rank the games before that, because they're either only on PC, and I'm not going to pay like 20 bucks just to try out like Battlefield 1942 or whatever. I'm not doing that. Or there's like Bad Company games, which I have tried them before, but I don't think they're available anymore. Again, I'm not going to spend like 20, 30, 40 bucks just to try out a game that's like 10, 15 years old, and you probably can't even find lobbies on them anymore. Like, I'm just, what's the point? And I'm going to rank them low anyways, let's be honest. Not that they aren't good, but they're clearly outdated. Like, I've tried them before. They're very outdated, and you're only probably going to love them if you played them when they were first out. So I might as well just do Battlefield 3 onward. But even then, I think my ranking's gonna piss people off.
Losing Bravo. Bravo lost.
I can tell you right now, I know what my favorite Battlefield is. I want to see if anyone can guess it though. I'm sure some of you know. I've said it before, but you guys probably won't.
Activity.
I'm just curious if you guys know what my favorite Battlefield is though. Are you gonna play Ark Raiders? I honestly have zero interest in that, but if people play it a lot and it seems to be good, maybe I'll try it out. I don't even know much about it, to be honest.
Locking down Bravo.
Capturing zone. On me.
I love this B flag. I saw someone say they hate this B flag because it moves. I'm like, do you hate whimsy? Do you hate fun? I think it's cool. I don't know.
Enemy UAV detected.
Enemy spotted. Hostile tagged.
Battlefield 1. I won't say if you're right or wrong. I just because I want to see how I want a few other people to guess.
Hostiles are resupplying.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this map quite a bit.
Hostile tagged.
Muffles. Am I saying that name? Muffles. Thank you so much for the $5. But please correct me if I'm saying that completely wrong.
Locking down Charlie.
I know this is off topic, but do you have any tips for an aspiring COD YouTuber? That's a great question.
Losing B.
Yeah, so the number one thing I can say is to just start posting videos like as soon as possible, even if you think they're bad. I think too many people have the problem of they need to be perfect, including myself. I feel that way sometimes where I'm like, oh, I need this to be perfect. Like, no, you don't. You just try to get a video out there as soon as possible, and know that it'll probably take months, maybe even years, to the point where you even get like discovered, and that's okay. That's kind of just part of the process. But don't go overboard with it. Don't start like spending lots of money on stuff. Just use what you got, and make videos though. Like, videos are important. Too many people will just stream and that's it, and it's like streaming is the worst way to try to get popular, because it's not easy to get noticed from streams. Like, I'm sure all of you in this chat, I mean, at least 90% of you probably discovered me from a video, right? Most of you did not discover me from streams. You come to the streams because you like the videos, but, yeah, that's, you know, so videos before anything else.
Locations are secure.
And just honestly, and I'm not gonna say copy other channels, but take inspiration from them. Look at how people title their videos. Look at how people make their thumbnails look. You want to take inspiration from people, and people always put a weird word around that where they're like, oh no, do your own thing completely. But no, like, you should be taking inspiration. Everyone does that. Even filmmakers, the most famous filmmakers of all time, they always take inspiration from filmmakers before them. Like, it's just what you're supposed to do. Don't copy them, but take inspiration. So if you see certain styles of titles and thumbnails and you're like, okay, that will work with me and I can figure that out, don't copy it, but take inspiration from it. And whatever you think is trending at the moment that you think could be a hit video, I would post something on that. Like right now, they just made the huge announcement that skill-based matchmaking is apparently getting removed. It's a good video to make, right? Making a whole video about that. Like, skill-based matchmaking is removed, and, you know, giant exclamation points, and I don't know. That gets people to click because they're like, holy shit, I didn't know that, and then they want to see what the video's about.
You know I like a predictable outcome.
But I also think your content should be as personality based as possible. It depends. There's two types of content. There's personality content and there's education content. So like educational content would be like tips and tricks for specifically for Call of Duty. It would be like tips and tricks, how to like guides, tutorials, whatever. But personality content is more so based around your opinions or just like you playing the game and just talking. And I think the reason why you should focus more on the personality part is because tips and tricks are good, don't get me wrong, like that's worth doing, but there's so many people who do those already. I see so many channels that post like best gun guides and stuff, and they could do great, but so many people already do that it's oversaturated, I would say. So although you could try it and it could go well, it's better to just like a zombie map ranking is perfect. I'm not sure if you care to do zombie map rankings, but that's not a bad thing to start with, because I personally, I'll watch a channel that has like 5 subscribers. If they posted a decent thumbnail and they're ranking zombies maps, I'm gonna watch it, because to me that's an entertaining video that's always going to be different between each creator. So that's worth doing. If you're if you want to be a multiplayer guy, like rank multiplayer maps, rank the guns, rank whatever, you know, there's always some to talk about, but make sure you have a somewhat professional looking thumbnail and title. Like make it look clean is the best way to put it. It doesn't be perfect. My thumbnails are not that good, I'll be honest. My thumbnails are kind of iffy to say the least. My thumbnails are not that great, but you know, it works for some videos. So I kind of just, for now, I deal with it, but I do want to get to a position where I'm making better thumbnails. I'm hoping to get to that point. It's just, you know, I don't have someone making them for me, so you know, I'm kind of making them myself, and I'm gonna admit I'm not very good at it. But sometimes it gets the job done. Oh yeah, favorite Battlefield. I'll answer that then. Did anyone get it right? No, I don't think anyone got it right. Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is my favorite, which is very unpopular because I know people did not like that game. And I'm speaking solely on the multiplayer. I never played the campaigns, so I can't really criticize or praise the campaigns, but Battlefield 5 was so much fun. I loved how the gunplay was. I loved the maps. They looked gorgeous. Game just felt really good. But I like Battlefield 1 as well. Hardline's fun too. They're all pretty fun. I don't really dislike any of them, to be honest. Damn. Farm is fun. Still waiting for Cursed. Yeah, Cursed will make or break it for me. What's your favorite mastery camo? Well, I personally have only gotten 3, technically 4 mastery camos throughout COD. I've gotten Dark Matter BO3, Dark Matter BO4. What was it? Interstellar and MW3. I think it was called Interstellar. And I've gotten, if you count like Diamond Camo and BO2, I guess, but I don't. That's not really like a mastery though. That's just like per class mastery. They didn't really do like the final mastery camos back then. But I think out of those, I would say like BO3's Dark Matter. No, BO4's Dark Matter might be a little better. I don't know. No, I think BO3 is probably cleaner. But counting the ones that even I don't have, honestly, Infinite Warfare's Black Sky is like so good. It's better. I think it's better than Dark Matter. I just never got it, but I would like to go back and get it. I just know that's going to be so hard. I'm probably going to camo grind this year though. This COD's good enough to the point where I think I will. But to be fair, I did say that with Black Ops 6. I said I was going to camo grind in that game. I just never did. I tried camo grinding in Zombies a little bit, but I got so bored of it. I don't know. Camo grinding is just not usually that fun. MW3's camo grind was pretty fun, though. I had a good time with that. Wait, what the fuck were those guys doing? Did you guys see that? They were like on the table, like in themselves. What was going on there? Why were they doing? I discovered you from your Citadel Day More stream. Oh, wow, you did? Actually, you know, that's interesting though, because, well, first of all, that's actually really recent, damn. But I guess those streams were like really, really good because, or like really popular because they were like when the map first came out, so everyone's like clicking on like streams to see how far people are in Easter egg. So I guess it's a little bit different. No.
Get me a UAV.
Okay.
The guild took the hard
I
point.
think I found you from your perk jingle tier list. Oh, that was a nice one. You should make a new one, by the way, and add melee macchiato on Wisp Tea.
Incoming flashback.
Maybe one day I will.
Operator detected.
I forget, did I include the Infinite Warfare perk jingles in that video? Because if I didn't, then I think it would make more sense to do it again someday. You know what I do want to do, though? A ranking of all the Easter egg songs. I did that actually like in 2019. I have a ranking posted of it. And Kevin Sherwood watched it. I was pretty happy about that. But I would like to do another one. I might wait for BO7 to actually have some maps come out, though.
Enemy UAV detected.
I'm not gonna lie, I walked by this, I thought it was a ray gun. I was like, is there just a ray gun sitting there? It is not a ray gun, though. Oh. Getting feeds in this game is ridiculously fun. I don't know why. Will the beta get any more maps? Yes. Toshin and Blackheart, I believe. I don't know if they're both dropping tomorrow, but they're definitely dropping within the next few
Hardpoint
days.
identified.
I
Hardpoint is active.
made one video for this channel, and it was me like 4 years ago ranking every Zombies map's Game Over song from World at War to Black Ops 3, and I managed to get 10K. I've probably seen that video before, to be honest. I've seen so many Zombies videos at this point. That's cool, though. That is a good thing to rank. Not trying to self-promote, but I have uploaded one video, and it's a zombie video. I'm personally trying to stay on zombies, but I do like the other modes. No, actually, honestly, I don't mind people self-promoting, as long as you're not, like, linking your channel and shit like the chat, but I got no problem with people being like, hey, look at this cool thing I did. I think that's fine.
Hostile removed.
Fewer incoming.
Zombies content is really good because I think there's a lot of interest in zombies content, and there's a lot of creators, but I would say there isn't as many as there is for multiplayer, so it is probably a place you're more likely to get noticed on than multiplayer.
Hardpoint active.
So that's good.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hostile UAV established above. Hardpoint locked down.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
The guild took the hardpoint.
Yeah, this game is really good. Oh shit! It's playing so much better. I don't know. I'm hoping they make time to kill changes, but most of my problems with this game are kind of getting solved, like little by little. I hope they also make dexterity a perk, like a default thing, like being able to wall jump and aim at the same time. That should be just default. Because I run dexterity on literally every class.
Hardpoint identified.
TACOM.
I was gonna make a new one, same concept, but do it for every map, non-Treyarch. I got all the way up to Cold War, over an hour of edited, and it got corrupted. Damn, dude, corrupted videos is the fucking worst thing. Like, I can't tell you how many times it's happened to me, and I lose all motivation to do it again. It's really sucks. So I feel you. I've recorded videos before and then realized my mic was off.
Locked down.
That's the worst too.
Enemy UAV detected.
It's so rough.
The guild took the
Oh
hardpoint.
shit. No, I understood what you were saying. No worries. Interesting how multiplayer in this game plays and feels so different to BO6, but that's just isn't the case with zombies.
Fewer incoming.
That's what I was saying. Like, I felt like when I was playing zombies, it literally just felt like a new BO6 map, but this doesn't feel anything like BO6 to me. And again, hoping Cursed can fix that for me. I think it will. I think it will. If they weren't bringing back the classic point system, then I would not feel that way. But because they are, I'm like, I think they actually do care a lot about Curse mode. They're gonna put a lot of work into it.
Established above.
Dude, I'm getting shit on right now. This is a rough lobby. Did you see the Takio spider video? Yes, I have. that was one of the craziest things I've ever
Time to
seen.
get clever.
Authorizing UAV task.
This map looks like Combine 2.0. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Combine.
Hostile dog active.
Hostile cluster grenade.
I do think I'm gonna get off after this game though. I want to post a video on the skill-based matchmaking being reduced. Oh shit! And then I'm gonna, yeah, I got some other work I gotta do tonight, so yeah.
Hardpoint
Cluster
inactive.
grenade.
Infected will be hella fun in this game with wall jumping. Oh, I hope they add Infected. I think if Curse Mode works well, then this will be a top 5 COD. Yeah, if Curse Mode actually feels like classic zombies, if the Easter eggs are good, if the boss fights are good and challenging, if the post-launch up support is good, if there's lots of good modes added,
UAV detected.
if they slightly lower the time to kill in this mode, or make the time to kill slower, if they keep this reduced skill-based matchmaking, I think, honestly, I'll say this, I'll do you one better. Top 3 Call of Duty, I think it could be, if they do all of that. If they do some of that, then yeah, maybe top 5. But even if they do just some of that, yeah, I think it has potential.
Got the hardpoint. Hardpoint located.
Did they raise the level cap to 30? No. It was weird though, because after each match, you see the little thing go up, but like, I don't think it's actually going up. Because everyone's still level 20, so. Don't think it's raised yet. I'm sure it will be raised probably tomorrow, right?
Hostile UAV established above.
Which means we will be back tomorrow with multiplayer.
Keep that up. And we'll be saluting the guild.
Sometimes I get a random podcast talking about zombies on my TikTok For You page. It seems that a lot of people are doing zombies nowadays. That is true. I think I know which podcast you're talking about, actually, because I see those on my TikTok too. That is true. A lot of people are doing it. But not as much as multiplayer, I would say. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all tuning in. It was a really fun stream. And yes, I'll see you all on my next one. Peace out.